throughout heaven and earth. I alone am the honored one. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
私はあなたと心中するために今日まで生きてきたのです。きっとそうです。だぜ。ああ。照れるなよ。私はあなたと心中するために今日まで生きてきたのです。きっとそうです。だぜ。ああ。照れるなよ。
impression.
Hello, motherfucker.
What's up, fuckers? Fuck! I'm gonna...
Yes.
I'm so sorry, everyone. Ah!
Hey, chat. What's up, fuckers? Yum, yum.
I bet you've never seen a Mexican Yoshi before.
What?
It's to death.
Straight to jail.
Well, there were two references there. One is, there's a video that I got that from called "What Up, Fuckers? I bet you've never seen a Mexican Yoshi before." And then it goes into a whole thing. They got fucking Dominican Luigi, you got Cuban Mario, and then the other reference was the last time I made this joke, we all fucking died in Destiny.
It was funny.
I remember that, actually. That's, in my... I think it's in my fucking Destiny YouTube video. Or no, it's in, Danny's. That's where I saw it. It was in Danny's. You said that, the Mexican Yoshi thing, and then somebody shot an explosive barrel that was right next to the two of you, and you both just exploded. I thought that was really funny.
Danny got all of us killed.
Yeah.
As usual.
Anyway, hi chat. Welcome. It's book one reread. Oh, and Vito is suddenly Kyle now. Hey, you put that away.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Bro, if Danny comes back and suddenly Kyle is on the screen, I don't even... She's gonna come back and it's just gonna be frantic
Oh, good.
giggling.
My other PNG works with this. Yippee.
Oh shit, now I gotta resize you.
No, bitches make it small, apparently. Sure.
No, I'm making her bigger. There we go. Boop.
This picture reminds me of Professor Egads from Luigi's Mansion.
Wild.
There they are. Hello.
The glasses are exactly the same. Sean!
Yeah.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah.
You feel a
Hello.
little better?
You feel a little better,
I got
buddy?
big EPs in last night. Let me tell you.
A huge W.
Yeah,
Where
it was
the-
good.
I gotta find your fucking PNG. Where are you?
Yes.
Where? Ah! I can't find him. Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
I can't find his
How you doing,
PNG.
guys?
Hi, Sean.
Oh, I know why. Because it's not on this fucking screen. Give me a second, chat. I'm stupid.
Excuse me. Sorry about my wipes, everyone. This is very unprofessional of me.
Bro, do you know whose stream
It's on
you're on?
brand.
About to say hello.
I'm gonna go grab some coffee. Actually,
I
I'll be
thought
right
you were
back.
gonna say, I'm gonna go cry.
Man,
Maybe.
sometimes.
Fuck.
There you are, Sean.
I said, I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll be right back. True
Oh,
story.
okay.
That did happen with me.
You know what? He's still got Tess's PNG on, and honestly, you know what? It works.
I'm here for it.
Tess, the new VA for Violet Eyes.
Uh-huh.
Look, she's really gonna be the only one to handle what the hell's going on because this place is just
Seriously.
chaos. So like, you know, she can handle breaking a few more times. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. No, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I built her for it. She's got the mod
dose her
power for it.
it. You dose her for it. Gee.
Sean, if you need access to the manuscript, it is inside chat for your viewing pleasure.
Perfect.
Anyway.
Well, I'm just using a physical a copy of Violet Eyes from VJ Diamond.
VJ Timeout,
We're not-
author of the critically
we
acclaimed
can't,
New York
please.
Times bestselling series Violet Eyes.
You can buy it on Amazon. E-copy
Ah.
physical.
I'm sorry.
God damn it. Anyway.
Look, the story's good, man.
Hi, chat. Welcome. You might notice this is not where we left off. And that's for a reason. I'm not gonna, tiptoe around the elephant in the room here. This is a restream. This is a rerun. We're starting at the beginning of book 1 again. We're not gonna go through the entire whole ass series all over again. We're just redoing book 1. Because reasons. Mostly because the first time that we went through this, it was quite literally derailed every 5 minutes. I wish I was kidding. And that isn't really a good introduction to the series, I feel. So, we're gonna try to rectify that today.
I'm rectified and ready to go.
Yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Cool. Cool. I need some Wawa. Because I'm thirsty.
You break character, you take a shot.
Oh, good
God,
God.
I don't drink.
I wish I could drink enough. If it wasn't for the fucking pills I was
It would
taking,
be-
I
Yeah.
would have participated.
Oh, I
Look,
would
if
do it.
it would be either take a shot or have a dip of hot sauce.
Violet Eyes.
I
Oh.
will
Violet-
drink. I will
Violet
drink.
Eyes book club drinking game where you read through a book and every time you say what the fuck, you take a shot.
Oh, he also drunk.
Yeah,
Not even
spook
past
with the
first
whole.
page.
Damn
He's
it.
been so drunk.
Jade, there are far easier and more straightforward ways of killing us. Let me tell you.
True. So true.
Alcohol poisoning simulator.
Oh my goodness, no.
Oh shit. I feel like I have to sneeze now. What the fuck?
Go sneeze.
Yeah.
Go sneeze.
Go sneeze,
Also,
girl.
Kyle, I just saw what you wrote in
Genuine.
chat. God damn it.
Sounds too much like hyperlanes, dude. What's going on? Hi, Kyle. Also, I didn't get to say this earlier. Thank you for the gifting of subs. That's very cool of you. And also, thank you for resubbing with Prime for 2 months. That's pretty cool. You're a pretty cool dude.
He's a pretty cool dude.
When he's not trying to murder us!
Why would he be trying to murder us?
What? He would never.
Never.
What? When? Oh.
Anyway.
On one of these days, I'm gonna be awake when this happens to watch the meme murder.
Meme.
Oh, excuse me.
I guess I'm going to, while Warriors is playing in the background very gallantly, I'm going to introduce the line of voice actors I have here, starting off on the far right in the corner with Danny. That's Danny. If there are any mods in chat that wouldn't mind also shouting out people when the time comes, that would be mighty pog of you.
I don't want to show myself out.
Too fucking bad. Do it.
Do not shout me out, cause do not shout me out, cause I don't stream.
I don't give a shit. Shout you out anyway.
Fuck you.
Fuck me yourself, coward. Anyway,
It's fine.
so that's Danny over there in the
Hi.
corner. She is the voice actor for Alex.
Breathe.
Sorry, I was eating pretzels and also drinking coffee. I'm having a moment.
What kind
So
of coffee?
proud.
Thanks, man.
I think we know.
Danny, you better fucking shut. There you go. So
Do you remember how to spell my own name?
I forgot how to spell your own name.
It wasn't showing up, and I'm like, hello? If I don't count it. I'm not here. I'm not actually in the stream.
She doesn't actually exist. Sorry, chat.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi. I'm next. It's me.
Does still
Hi.
exist?
If you're hearing me, it's me. I should hope you know who I am if you're sitting in chat right now.
Who are you people?
am the author.
Never met this person in my life.
God damn it. This is my stream! Who are you? I don't know anymore.
As I said, who are you people?
Hello, it's me, Jade. I'm the author of the series, and I also am the voice actor for Nyx Valentino. That's it. That's all you get from
Okay.
me.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Nice.
Next in line, we have Brother Odev.
Uh,
He is the voice actor for Kyle Lanston and Orion.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I also have coffee
Hell yeah.
Hey!
Love that
But-
for you.
because I am a basic bitch. I chose iced coffee
Hmm.
with some frosted sugar cookie
Oh.
creamer and
Oh.
some caramel macchiato cold foam.
Oh. Yo, send that my way, dog.
I got an espresso machine, dude. I'm gonna be making fucking elaborate coffees as soon as I move.
I don't know where you live, but I'm approaching your location at high speeds.
Okay. Next in line, we have a deadly spook. The man, the myth, the legend. Who plays the man,
Hello.
the myth, the legend, Nathan Oliveira, as well as Gabriel. Yippee. Anywho, next in line, we have Momo, who isn't an official voice actor, but she is here for moral support and also to assist with narration because the woman is an unbelievably goat narrator.
I don't believe you, but sure.
I'll kill you.
I believe it. So true.
Sorry.
Stop dying!
No!
Stop fucking dying.
Last in line over there, we have Jonathan. Shawntacular. Shawntastic.
Hello.
Who plays Xavier Black. If you've read the Wattpad version, you know who that is. If you haven't, interesting guy. Interesting guy.
So interesting.
Stop dying.
Dying,
Don't make me come
there,
in.
please.
No,
Thank you,
please.
this
No.
hell.
Dylan, I'm dying. Please, you have to come save me. No. Dylan, please.
Dylan, please, for the
I'm
love
dying.
of God.
Dylan.
Everything's on fire.
Out.
Anywho, hi. I'm going to pause my songs. Oop, don't worry about that. You didn't see anything. You didn't see Spotify. Shut up.
Never.
I didn't see shit. What are you on about?
I didn't see shit. What do you want about?
What are you on about? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Anywho, hello. We are going to be starting right smack dab at chapter 1 in book 1. But first, I am obligated to read off the trigger warnings for this book because, yeah. If any mod would also list these in the chat and then pin them, that would be mighty cool of you. You know what? Momo the narrator. You wanna read the introduction here, Pookie Bear?
Let me have some water real quick. Which, by the way, I don't have coffee. I feel like I'm the only one of the only few that has water because caffeine makes me sleepy.
I have water.
The curse of life.
Caffeine makes me slutty.
Yeah.
Hello?
As you should.
Well, no wonder why you're a whore. Anyway.
Hey, now we talked about this. Whores are paid.
I know. You don't hear me complain.
I'm sorry. Are you commissioning me?
Anyway.
Sorry.
Anyway. Well, at least we're getting this out of the way now. Hello, readers. The story you are about to read is dark and unpleasant. Multiple dark topics will be explored in these pages, including, but not limited to, graphic descriptions of blood and gore, strong language, sexual
audio.
themes.
What about the audio?
It's a little buzzy.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Am I a little buzzy?
No, it's like all of us.
What the
Is it Discord audio being a punk?
See, that's the thing, is that on the waveform, there's nothing. So, like, at this point, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Please.
It's only when somebody speaks.
When we speak? Yeah,
Hang on.
Discord hits.
It's just when people other
Oh.
than Jade. So it's people in Discord.
Aw.
It probably, yeah, the Discord audio is...
Oh.
What if I do this? Speak, someone in Discord. Oh, now I can hear it. What the hell?
Well, it's
My
a good
bad,
thing
it's all
we're
my
dealing
fault.
with this now.
Huh?
I'll see myself out.
I just don't
What?
understand.
What mouse?
Goodbye.
They're... Oh. They're
Oh?
very quiet, but I hear... Oh, wait. We're getting progress. Hold.
Holding.
What about now, chat? Can you hear them good? Now they are quiet. I can deal with quiet. I can fix the quiet. All I give a shit about is that there is no buzz. Now they are quiet. Silenced? Can now... Very faintly, no buzz. Okay, this is progress. This is good. I can fix them. I can fix them being quiet. So as long as...
Guys.
Hey, man. Several therapists have tried. Ooh, fuck me. I think I missed therapy this
Perfect.
month.
Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect?
No, wait. We rescheduled.
Perfect.
Yes! Oh my god, I'm fucking goated!
Yay!
Yeah!
go.
I'm a
Also,
fucking
isn't it a new
streamer!
month?
What?
For Vito, isn't it a new month for you? So technically it doesn't count?
No, I forgot that I rescheduled for therapy because I'd had like a super bad day and I was like, nah, dog, today is just not the day to talk about myself. I'm gonna do it some other day.
Take
Well,
a hit
I
of that
miss
vape.
it.
Fuck
Miss
you,
it.
Kyle. Why does everyone want me to get stoned when I'm trying to voice act?
I don't know.
Because
Aw.
shenaniganery.
Shenaniganery.
Because
Anyway,
buffoonery is about to happen.
anyway, Momo, I'm so sorry. Please continue.
I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll start from the beginning. Hello, readers. The story you are about to read is dark and unpleasant. Multiple dark topics will be explored in these pages, including, but not limited to, graphic descriptions of blood and gore, strong language, sexual themes, panic attacks, drug use, death, and themes of familial abuse. Let this be your warning to proceed with caution. If any of these topics are uncomfortable for you to experience, then this may not be the story for you. But if you still wish to read, then I hope you enjoy it. With love, Jade Daimao.
That's me.
I have to hold myself back from the Jade Daimao.
I hate it here.
That's like, dang, I gotta go panic attacks. I can't handle this.
Hang on,
Damn.
chat. I'm gonna zoom in just a wee bit. There we go. I can see.
You should change
I
that
can
to
fight.
with
I
love and
can fight.
hostility.
With
love
love and
and hostility.
hostility.
Let's go. I like that.
The Jade Daimao. Dylan, fuck. You're a nice person.
You're a nice person. You're no one in trouble when she gives you compliments.
You're a cool dude, Dylan. We're consistently on the same page and the same wavelength and the same brain cell. Love you, buddy.
I feel like I just felt Jade do one of these.
Fuck you. I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas.
At least it's not like Streaky. Streaky does this thing when he reads through the books, right? So
My goodness.
when he read through books 1 through 3, every chapter this man would send me voice messages. Voice messages. So he could actually scream at me.
That's good. That's the way to do it. That's honestly the way to do it.
And after almost every single one, he would end it with, anyway, fuck you. Hope you have a good night.
That's adorable.
You have a good night.
That's a real friend right there.
Yeah.
For real.
Anywho. Oh boy. Alright.
Shall we begin?
Oh yeah, buckaroo.
Chapter 1. The Calm. A loud and blaring alarm jolted Nyx from her sleep. She groaned tiredly before swinging her arm and slapping the snooze button roughly. She kept her hand resting on her alarm clock as she used her free hand to rub her eye with a fist before letting it fall to her side. Nyx stared at the ceiling for a few minutes, contemplating if she really needed an education.
Mood.
Her
I'm sorry.
Her mind drifted to her two best and only real friends, Alex and Nate, the only two people she knew at school that made it somewhat bearable. Nyx wasn't exactly the good kind of popular at her school, but was considered the black sheep, so mostly she was ignored at school. Sometimes people would give her a hard time and ridicule her. After a few more minutes of contemplation, Nyx decided it would be best for her to just go to school so her grades wouldn't suffer. She also did want to receive a string of texts from Alex and Nate telling her how horrid she was for leaving them alone in hell. Nyx groaned softly as she lifted herself from her warm and comfy bed, running her hands through her raven black hair to wake herself up more. She stumbled to the bathroom across the hall from her room and flicked on the light. She made a face of subtle disgust as the frizzled mess that was her hair. Nyx turned around and turned on her shower before going back to the hall to grab a few towels from the hall closet. Thankfully, Nyx's mother had usually gone to work by the time Nyx woke up for school, so she never had to worry about being too loud.
I heard the page flip.
After her shower, Nyx walked back to her room with a thick black towel wrapped around her, and she picked out her clothes for the day. It was approaching the end of the school year, and it was warm outside, so she decided on a pair of black jean shorts, a tank top, and a black and purple flannel buttoned up to wear over it. Nyx entered the bathroom again after changing into her clothes, blow-dried her hair, and applied her subtle but dark makeup style. She smiled at herself in the mirror. The dark eyeliner really made her sapphire eyes pop. Nix went downstairs and set her coffee to brew before she felt her phone buzz in her back pocket. She opened it up as she leaned against her counter next to the coffee maker. Nix smiled slightly when she saw a text from Nate.
I'm sorry. I hate you, Vito.
I was banking on the fact that you had your phone on your desk, dude.
Yeah, he knows me so fucking well, dog.
Oh my goodness.
I heard the fucking alarm. I heard the fucking
No!
Oh no, the ding is from me. I texted her because I figured her phone would be on vibrate, and I was correct.
If anyone heard the buzz, that was immersive as fuck. Whew, anyway, Bobo, also for texts like this, also narrate the timestamps.
Alright, cool. Nate, 6:46 a.m. Do I
Hey.
also have to... Okay, there
No,
you go.
I
Sorry.
got the lines. Hey, you're coming to school today, right?
Nix, 6:47 a.m.
Yeah, of course. I can't leave you and Alex to fend for yourselves. Smiley face.
Nate, 6:47 a.m.
Good. Always feels weird we weren't at school.
Nix smiled down at her phone. She would never admit this to anyone, but Nix had a small crush on Nate. He was so kind and caring, handsome and strong too. The urge to not roll my eyes
Uh-huh.
and not say no shit. Anyway, she couldn't imagine that he felt the same way, so she mentioned nothing. She would rather preserve the friendship they had than to potentially ruin it by bringing feelings into the matter. The loud beeping of the coffee maker jolted Nix out of her head. She turned around and pulled out the pot before pouring it into her travel mug. She added a generous amount of her favorite caramel creamer while stirring it with a chopstick. Nix then collected her belongings, locked the front door to her apartment, and walked down a few flights of stairs, before entering her private parking garage. She climbed into her 2014 Chevy Impala that had stickers coating the trunk, mostly spiritual symbols and images from her favorite anime. Nick stuck her key into the ignition and twisted, sighing in subtle relief when the engine roared to life. She had been having car troubles recently and was afraid her car wouldn't start. Gentle air flowed from the vents and helped her through a few cleansing breaths. She opened her eyes as they drifted to the small clock on her dashboard. She jolted when she realized she would be late if she didn't get moving. Key in the ignition!
Oh yeah!
Are you kidding me?
Scene change.
Scene change. After a 10-minute drive to her high school, she parked in her reserved spot and sat there for a moment. She took a few more cleansing breaths as she watched the young freshman running inside to make it to class on time. Nix chuckled quietly to herself, remembering herself acting exactly like that when she was a freshman. Now that she was a
1 year
senior,
ago.
2 years ago. Actually, 3 years ago. She's a senior now. Forehead.
Senior.
I was about to fucking say. Now that she was a senior, it made her a little wistful. Even though she had to be held back her freshman year because of her grades suffering, and because she stopped going to school. There was one good thing that came from being held back, though. If she wasn't held back, she likely wouldn't have become such good friends with Nate and Alex. Nix gathered her things and left her car. locking it with her key toggle. Is that how you say it?
Dongle with a D.
Dongle.
It's a funny
As
word.
as she walked towards the school. She kept her head down as she walked through the crowded halls before coming to her locker. She entered the combination and stuffed her bag into it before she felt someone tap on her left shoulder. She looked and smiled subtly when she didn't see anyone, already knowing who was playing a trick on her. Nix looked to her right with a faint smile.
You ass.
She teased Nate as he finished leaning against the locker next to her with a smug grin on his face. Nix's pulse quickened slightly when she saw his outfit.
Sheesh.
He was wearing a dark gray V-neck and dark blue jeans. His shaggy black hair falling over his face, perfectly windowing his piercing green eyes that seemed even brighter than when contrasted with his tan skin.
Yeah, I know.
Nate shrugged with another smirk.
You okay? You look like you didn't sleep very well.
Nate's tone suddenly changed to genuine and his eyes softened, though they still locked Nix in place before she sighed out her anxieties.
I'm fine. I just don't enjoy coming here. Honestly, you and Alex are, like, the only reason I show up at all.
Nix chuckled slightly to lighten the severity of her words. Nate's face didn't change, though. It remained sincere and soft. He knew her pretty well by this point and could tell when she was using humor to hide her true feelings. Nix cleared her throat.
Did you get a haircut?
Nix asked to change the subject. A subtle smile peeked through Nate's facade.
Well, aren't you sweet? Yeah, I did. I had a ton of split ends, so I had my mom snip it. So, no biggie.
He said casually before his face lit up like he had remembered something.
Oh, hey, did you see the news? Apparently a new odd one showed up, but you'll never guess who it is.
Nate pulled out his phone and tapped the screen a few times before standing next to Nix so they could both watch the screen. Odd ones were people who developed supernatural powers that no one else possessed. When these people were discovered, they were often arrested and taken to a mystery place where no one ever saw them again. Not even their families. Nix's jaw dropped when she saw the subject of the video. It was Anthony from their English class. He was in handcuffs and being escorted from his home by two armed men in dark, tactical gear. Anthony had a look of terror on his face before he started glowing bright orange. There was suddenly a bright flash of light that obscured the camera shot. When the camera came back into focus, Nix gasped gently when she saw the two men in tactical gear on the ground, burning to a crisp. Anthony was also free from his handcuffs, but standing in shock as he stared at his hands. He was shot from his left with a fire hose before three more men in tactical gear rushed him. They put another pair of cuffs on him beside a strange collar that they clamped around his neck. The video ended as they forced Anthony into a large van that Nix assumed was bound for the mysterious place.
Holy shit.
Nix said quietly, as Nate slid his phone back into his pocket. Nix brought her arms out and held herself.
He was an odd one the whole time?
Guess so. I wouldn't have guessed either. Seems it really can happen to anyone.
Nate shrugged before a loud bell echoed through the halls, signifying a 5-minute warning before classes would begin. Nix closed her locker while still clutching her travel mug of coffee before walking beside Nate towards the English class they conveniently shared. When they entered the classroom, Nix was immediately put in a bad mood. She could overhear a group of students gossiping about Anthony, and she shot them a dirty look before slumping into a chair. After a minute, Nix jolted when a hand slammed down onto her desk. She looked up from under her eyebrows, and her bad mood got even worse.
Who wants to play Alana?
Fuck
Sure.
it, I'll do it.
Hell yeah, Momo, be a bitch.
Let's go, Momo!
Well, Black Sheep, guess you heard about your buddy Tony frying those cops, huh? Anthony.
Beautiful.
Anthony. Bleh!
Anthony! Wait a second.
No.
He's
come back to
Alana was Anthony all along! Sorry, that was my fuck up.
You're fine.
Alana sneered out with subtle malice in her tone while she loudly chewed her gum. Nate watched from his desk next to Nick's, his leg bouncing in subtle irritation.
He wasn't my friend. Now go away.
Nick said quietly as she looked down. She tensed when she heard Alana scuff and place her other hand on her desk to lean closer. Please, I saw how he looked at you, slut. Alana taunted before a third hand slammed onto Nick's desk. Nate's hand.
Yeah, hi, Alana. How about you back off before I take you down with a wet napkin?
Nate growled
Sheesh.
angrily, and Nick's tensed again.
Barrita,
Small-
barrita.
A small smile crept onto her lips. She loved when Nate defended her. She loved it even more when he would let Spanish words slip. Alana glared at him before a moment.
I'm sorry.
Alana glared at him for a moment before she turned around and went back to her passe.
Pussy.
Passe?
Posse.
Pave.
Oh, oh. Sorry, I'm
Passe.
gonna mute real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
Huh? What?
where is she going?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm dying.
Good.
Ahem.
Stop that. Cut it out.
Do you just imagine all of us just being in this classroom? We're all just students, and we hear that. I'm laughing my fucking head off.
Yeah, literally, I'm laughing my ass off, dog. Like, ha ha. Get
Bitch got what
wrecked.
she deserved.
Bro,
Get
did you hear that wet napkin? Diabolical.
Diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, I guess Danny can take over narration for a wee bit until Momo returns, just so we can keep things
Okay.
moving. Thanks, Nate.
Nick said softly as she glanced up at him. He was still glaring at Alana for a moment before he sat back down at his desk next to Nick's.
They're a gaggle of rancid cunts. Don't let anything they say get to you.
Nate said casually, with a wave of his hand. Nick snorted softly before Nate continued speaking.
But let me know if they bother you again, okay?
His voice suddenly changed to sincere again.
Okay.
Nix agreed with a smile before their English teacher came into the room. She started talking towards the class as they settled into their seats. Nix took out her copy of Romeo and Juliet and promptly tuned out, having no interest in a book that she already knew the ending to.
Scene change.
And I've returned. Perfect.
Ooh, perfect.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. A hiccup.
After a few hours of classes, Nick stood next to Nate in the lunch line while he was laughing at her for almost vomiting during their biology class.
How and why are you still laughing at me?
Nix asked with irritation in her tone, but her subtle smile betrayed her.
Come on, Nix. I'm sorry, but it was just a dissection lab. It wasn't even the first one we've done this year.
Nick said through his laugh that was dying down. They were partners in a lab to dissect a deer's heart, and Nix had a few moments where she had to choke down her gag reflex.
I just don't like blood, okay?
Nyx grumbled before she was
Must
suddenly
have been
hugged from
up later.
behind. Nyx yelped in surprise before she whipped around to see her other best friend, Alex.
Oh, you dick!
Nyx yelled with a smile on her face as she shoved Alex back playfully.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Alex responded as she regained her balance. After they all got their food and sat at their table, Alex spoke again.
Hey, so you guys saw the story on the news about Anthony, right?
Alex asked before she took a bite of her pizza.
Yeah, Nate showed me before first period. It's kind of crazy to think he was an odd one this entire time. I never would have guessed.
Nyx responded before she took a bite of her own food.
Well, I imagine that someone like that wouldn't want it to get out, considering what happens to them when they get caught.
Nate sounded somber for a moment, and Nyx looked over at him.
You okay?
Nyx asked him before she took another bite of her food. Nate glanced at her for a moment before he spoke.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. It's just, it's kind of a bummer to think about, Odd ones don't really get to choose to be an odd one. They're born with it. I guess I just feel kind of bad for them.
He said quietly before he took a sip of his orange soda. Nyx and Alex looked at each other for a moment.
I guess I get it, but those people can be really dangerous. I mean, you saw what happened with Anthony. He killed those cops, burned them up. That shit's scary.
Alex said as she took another bite.
Fired at. Get on the ground! I am! No, stop resisting! I'm not! Kill him! He's got a gun! It's a fucking gum pack! This is Orbit! God forbid a man have smelly breath and want it fixed with some fucking spearmint.
Anyway. I mean, yeah, that sucked, but that doesn't mean all of them are bad people.
Nyx interjected as she took the last bite of her pizza. She understood the fear surrounding the odd ones, but didn't understand at the same time. She didn't understand why odd ones had to be locked up just because they were odd ones. After they all finished their food and threw away their styrofoam trays, Nate suddenly got close to the ladies and spoke with a hushed tone.
All right, ladies. I have a very important question. Do you or do you not want to get high?
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Yo.
Ayo!
You have fun with that.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, for sure.
You have fun with that.
What could
Sean,
possibly go wrong?
I just realized what your P2G is. Hi, Tess.
Welcome to the voice call.
Welcome to the voice call. Yes, he's Tess.
Good to see you here. I'll see you definitely again tomorrow.
He asked them quietly as he looked between the two of them. Alex smiled and immediately nodded in agreement while Nyx was still debating. She was a smoker, but doing it at school seemed dangerous. Besides, she had never gotten high at school before. The thought made her feel weird. She already felt weird enough.
Sure.
Nyx said after some hesitation. Alex smiled and bounced slightly as Nate leaned up straight with a devilish grin.
Oh,
Chapter 2. The Storm.
Storm mentioned?
Storm!
Storm!
Remember someone said what could possibly go wrong? Anything could go wrong!
What? Nah, never in a Violet Eye story. Never.
Never.
Never. What made you think there was always going to be at least a good, happy, happy
Jade.
go times?
Speaking of Storm, in the
Uh-oh.
dock, there's a anonymous crow here.
That's crazy.
There's also
That's
a
so
giraffe
fucking
and
funny.
a chinchilla.
Oh, I guess that makes me the giraffe.
You're the giraffe?
How
Yes,
tall
I
are you?
don't see- Hey, not
Damn.
that tall, dog.
Mhm.
Damn.
Oh my lord. Anyway,
They
chapter
call me a tall
2.
thug. Yes, I'm a giraffe.
Ha!
Giraffe.
Dear goodness.
I can't take credit for that. I got that from Amine.
Making it. Alright. Y'all ready for the
Oh
storm?
yeah, buckaroo.
Buckle up! Nate led the two ladies down the hall a bit before opening a door that led outside and into the warm May air as he held it open for Nix and Alex. Ew, warm!
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with warm. There is a thing with hot. We don't like hot weather, but warm, I can chill with that. I can chill with warm.
Mm-hmm.
The three of them walked around the side of the building that was closest to the thick woods, towards a section that was currently being renovated. Nate used 2 fingers to lift the caution tape and gestured for the ladies to enter.
Nate, we can't go back there.
Alex said to
Also
him.
not supposed to be good with stone, but you know what? Choose your battles.
It's fine.
Stop going.
Alex said to him.
Sure we can. No one's gonna catch us here.
Nate said before he executed his gesture again. The girls exchanged a look before crawling onto the tape with Nate. He led them further into the construction site before they all sat down on the grass in a small circle. Nate pulled a small glass pipe out of his pocket and packed the weed into it. Without a word, he brought the pipe up to his mouth and lit the weed with his lighter. Nix watched as glowing red embers stretched across the green, engulfing it with smoke and ash. Nate then handed the pipe to Alex, who was closest to him. Nix watched Nate as he leaned his head back against the brick wall of the school and closed his eyes. He exhaled slowly, and the smoke plumed from his mouth. Nix stared and was completely entranced. So much so that she didn't notice that Alex was trying to hand her the pipe.
Hello?
Alex said, as she poked Nix's leg with the pipe. Nix apologized after she was jolted from her thoughts. She could hear Nate laughing quietly to himself as she took the pipe from Alex and brought it to her mouth.
Homegirl got caught staring.
Don't worry, Alex ain't gonna say a thing.
Alex is like, you know,
Ain't
I
gonna
ain't no
say
snitch.
She lit the bowl and inhaled deeply before holding her breath for a moment. She began exhaling before a series of hard coughs forced their way from her lungs. Nate and Alex laughed loudly while Nix was dying slowly. Fucking mood.
Yeah.
They both patted and rubbed her back to help her through the coughing fit. After Nix's coughing had calmed, she took a deep breath. But all she could muster was a breathy
Fuck.
causing Nate and Alex to laugh again. The three whipped their heads to the left when a voice sounded through the smoky air.
Well, I didn't know you losers were potheads too. How precious.
Are you Alana now?
No.
You're on
Great Alana there. I love it.
Diabolical.
Very masculine Alana, I must say.
Yeah. Don't
I
worry.
mean, I can do it.
Oh?
Femme voice.
I know you can. You've played Nate's mom before.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you losers were potheads too. How precious.
That is
Shit.
way too sultry. That is way too
Yo!
sultry.
No, it's amazing.
Yo.
Continuing.
Oh, Christ on a fucking cracker, dude.
Alana said coyly as she leaned around the corner and sniffed the air.
Fuck off, Alana. You're ruining our buzz.
Nate said passively with a wave of his hand.
I think not. I might just rat on you, so watch your mouth, freak.
She snapped at Nate in a tone that could cut glass. This caused Nate to stand up swiftly and step forward, locking eyes with Alana.
All right. If you're gonna tettle on anyone, make sure you leave Nyx and Alex out of this, because clearly this is between me and you. So I'm gonna say again, fuck off before I make you regret annoying us.
Sheesh.
Nate spat out through his teeth. He could really do it too. Nate had a talent of reading people so well that he knew exactly what to say to get under their skin. I ain't gonna say shit.
Shut.
I am shutting.
But like
It was
narrate.
at this moment. It was at this moment that Nyx and Alex stood up next to Nate, as if to send an unspoken message to back off. But of course, it fell upon arrogant eyes. Alana's eyes flicked to Nyx.
You better back off, Black Sheep, before I bust that not-so-pretty face.
Alana growled before she took a few steps towards Nyx. Nate suddenly shoved Alana back by her shoulders, hard.
You try to lay a finger on her, I'll kick your fake ass and tell everyone you assaulted me first.
Nate
It's not
shot
fake.
back at Alana, which caused her to flinch slightly. Nyx and Alex looked shocked as well before looking back at Alana with equally smug smiles. Alana stepped back a few steps and whistled shortly. From around the corner emerged two other girls and a guy that none of them had seen before. Nyx's heart leaped into her throat when she realized what was about to happen. The guy walked up to Nate before stopping a few inches away from his face without saying a word.
Can I help you, buddy?
Nate mumbled in the guy's face, not showing an ounce of fear. The stranger responded by sending his fist into Nate's stomach. Nyx and Alex gasped and tensed as Nate doubled over in pain as a groan escaped his lips. One of the other girls lunged at Alex and landed a hard punch on her cheek before grabbing her hair and roughly throwing her to the ground. In her shock, Nyx didn't even notice Alana, along with her second friend, quickly approaching her. She was yanked from her shock when Alana sent a hard blow in the cheek, and Nyx immediately crumbled. She could only think of curling up into a ball to protect her head and face. Nyx felt her legs being pulled away from her chest, and someone kicked her hard in the stomach, causing the breath to leave her lungs. She quickly gathered that someone was wearing steel-toed boots from the sudden and harsh pain in her shin. She could hear her friends struggling against their attackers, but she didn't dare lift her head to look. After the most painful 3 minutes of her life, the blows stopped, and Nyx was yanked up roughly by her hair until she was forced on her knees. Nyx's eyes widened in fear when she saw Alex had been knocked unconscious, and Nate was currently being held against the brick wall of the building by the other two girls. They were holding his arms against the wall while the guy was stepping towards him with an open switchblade. Nyx struggled and tried to run forward, but Alana pulled hard on Nyx's hair, causing another yelp to escape her.
Sorry. I took a hit of my vape at the wrong time. My fault, gang.
Dang.
My fault. What the hell are you doing?
Nyx yelled at the stranger to stop him from hurting her best friend, any more than he already had, at least.
Hey, Sean, you want to play a dickhead?
Hell yeah. I mean, I already do, so I'll
I
play
already
another.
do.
I already do.
You're so right, dude.
Crazy concept.
I think it's pretty obvious. I want to make this bastard bleed.
Oh.
Oh shit. All right, hop off.
The guy turned towards Nyx and pointed the knife at her.
Better shut your mouth before I make you bleed too, bitch.
Hey, don't even fucking touch her!
Oh!
Sheesh.
That was-
Fucking
Sorry.
your mom
We're
comes in the room like,
collateral.
hey,
We're all
who
fucking
the fuck are
collateral.
you talking to? Mom, I'm reading.
I'm reading. God.
Don't call me like that.
Anyway, moving on.
Yate nailed it. Yate. What the fuck?
All right, Mulligan, try it again.
All right. Nate yelled angrily as he struggled against the girls holding him back. They responded by setting their knees into Nate's stomach, forcing the air from his lungs again. The stranger focused back on Nate and held his knife close to his face. The stranger focused back on Nate and held the knife close to his face. Nate's slightly scared eyes flicked to the blade for a moment before darkening on the stranger. The guy then swiftly stabbed Nate in the shoulder with a sick grin as Nate yelled out in pain. Nyx felt a strange, icy grip form around her heart as the blade was removed and blood started staining Nate's dark gray shirt. The moment Nyx saw that blood, she could feel something bubbling inside her, not unlike the tightness in one's chest when they're struggling to fight back tears. However, instead of tears, a loud scream forced its way from her lungs as her eyes clamped shut before suddenly everything went silent. Nyx felt the grip on her hair loosen as she focused back on Nate and the stranger. Her eyes went wide in horror when she saw the man's knife was forced into his own throat. He was gurgling and choking while blood rhythmically spurted from his throat. He clutched and clawed at Nate's shirt as he fell on his knees, wordlessly begging for help that Nate couldn't give. Nate could only stare in horror as blood splashed onto his torso while the girls, who had been holding him back, screamed and ran away. Alana was still standing beside Nyx, staring blankly at her supposed friend, fell to the ground and died in front of her. After a silence that seemed to last forever, Nate's voice jolted Nyx from her staring contest with the corpse on the ground.
Nyx, are you okay?
Nate asked her urgently, ignoring the pain in his shoulder and how much he was bleeding. Nyx looked at him for a moment before her eyes drifted back to the corpse in front of her.
What the hell just happened?
She thought to herself, before the metallic creaking pulled her from her thoughts. They all looked up to see a large collection of metal piping that was being suspended above them. That creaking noise was the steel cords giving away. They snapped loudly, and the pipes started falling towards them. Nyx screamed again, and she held her hands to protect herself. Then, nothing.
Nyx?
Nate whispered in shock. Nyx looked up and saw the pipes floating in midair, with a pale violet glow surrounding each one. Nyx only stared in violent confusion. She couldn't even understand what was happening. She jolted when Nate suddenly grabbed her upper arm and yanked her out of the way before the pipes came crashing down to the ground. Thankfully, Alex was far enough away that she was safe, and Alana had already moved to safety on her own.
You really are a freak.
Alana whispered in shock as her hands shook at her sides.
What? What are you talking about?
Nyx asked with a concerned voice before Nate took her attention.
Nyx. You're...
I hate you.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nyx?
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Okay,
Nyx,
sorry.
your eyes.
Nate Nate stated in a shaking tone that he's pointed at her.
They're glowing violet.
He added with a shocked look on his face. Nyx's eyes widened in fear as they faded back to their normal shade of blue.
No, wait. Please don't tell anyone.
Nyx pleaded as she stepped towards Alana, who stepped back abruptly.
Fuck that! Stay away from me, you monster!
Alana yelled before running away, leaving Nyx in shock as she dropped to her knees, visibly shaking and babbling like a baby. She was terrified. Her mind raced at the fates that could befall her, before landing on the possibility that she could be executed, considering that she had just murdered someone. She suddenly jolted from her thoughts when she felt two hands grip her shoulders. She lifted her head to see Nate looking into her eyes.
Nate?
She whispered with tears tugging at her eyes.
You don't think I'm a freak, do you?
Of course not, Nyx. You're my best friend. That's never gonna change.
Nate smiled at her warmly, calming Nyx slightly before her eyes drifted to the blood smeared on his face. Nyx's eyes turned scared again.
Nate.
I know. We don't have time to talk about it. We gotta...
Nate started before a loud bang interrupted him. They both looked to their left to see three cops emerge from the corner of the building. Nyx felt her entire body tense before Nate gripped her wrist tightly.
Time to go.
Oh, shit.
And end scene!
Ah!
Alright, everyone let everything out before we start chapter 3.
What do you mean?
These fuckers in chat is what I mean.
What are you talking about?
I don't see chat at all.
She's like, I see nothing. I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I don't want to fight you, Flash. We don't want to fight me
I
either.
you see much, man.
Honestly, not gonna lie, the I wouldn't want to fight me either. Very Kyle coded. Oh my god, a triple nut.
Yeah.
During No Nut November? Scandalous.
Exactly.
No Nut November. What? Anime time! Relax! Honestly, the day that Violet Eyes becomes an anime, I'm hosting a watch party. I'm
yeah.
hosting a watch party.
Let's go. Let's go.
Water.
I need some water in me. Holy moly, talking so
I-
much
you
is
did
not
not-
my
You need a
style.
Hey, relax.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Vito also redeemed the.
Yeah, no, I'm
Better
fine.
deflect from me.
Okay.
It's just like I'm not used to it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I get that so much.
Yes.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Well,
Hold on. Hold on.
holding.
There you go.
God.
Take this L.
Whoa!
Yeah, buddy, we're locked in.
Take this L.
Danny.
I'm out here.
Apparently you are.
No,
You cannot No, you cannot escape. You cannot escape your fate.
Danny.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're such a
guess.
you're such a great voice actor. And you're such
Yeah, I am.
and you're such a good girl.
Yeah, she is.
Anything. Yeah, I am. I'm the best.
You're the
It's
best
gonna ever bring her down.
around.
That had the exact same fucking that if anybody's seen that fucking TikTok where it's like, give me like the best praise I've ever heard. You're such a good girl. Treat me like that. Holy fuck.
Yep.
And he's like, you're such a good boy. Yes, I am. Let's go.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm kicking my feet and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I deserve it. I'm a good boy. I'm a great boy. I'm a fucking fantastic boy.
A superb boy, if you will.
Superb boy. I'm best boy,
Superb.
even.
Kyle, yes, I am.
Well, thank God we're laying this out now.
Yeah, because shit.
I couldn't
is-
imagine how you got distracted every 5 minutes the last time.
How?
Oh.
No chance.
Hey man, I'm fine with like letting some sillies out, but between chapters.
I'm sorry,
Has-
man. I'm so funny.
You should be a streamer.
Hell.
Totally.
The hell.
Heavy
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, chapter 3, shit hitting the fan.
Shit hitting the fan, everyone. That should be the new title to the third chapter. Shit hitting the fucking fan.
Nah, just chapter 3.
What?
Chapter 3, shit.
Chapter 3. Fuck.
Well, no,
It's
never mind. You know
fine.
what? Fine. We're moving on. Chapter 3.
No, that's book 4.
All right. Anyway. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright, chapter 3. Upside Down. Nate practically dragged Nix across the grass, away from their school and towards the woods. The two could hear the police behind them, shouting for them to stop. That only caused them both to run faster. The fear of the situation felt like a weight, pulling down Nix's legs. Nate only kept his grip on her wrist firm, so she wouldn't fall behind. After a few minutes of running, they seemed to have lost the police. They likely wouldn't be far behind. Although, this was a good opportunity to catch their breath. Nate quickly
I'm sorry,
Rewind.
that was also on me.
Rewind! Nate quickly kneeled down in front of Nix after she had squatted down.
Hey, you okay?
He asked her in a gentle tone, even through his own panting breaths. Nix's head whipped up to look at him.
Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. Nothing about this is okay.
Nix yelled as she started sobbing. She truly believed that she was right, that she would never be okay again.
All right, Nix. Listen. We can go to my uncle's house in the next county over, where we can be safe and we'll figure this out, okay? I will try my hardest to keep them from taking you away. I promise.
Nate said as he placed a hand on her shoulder and gave it a gentle squeeze. Nix sniffled as his words made her feel better. She nodded before a warm smile graced Nate's face and he stood up, holding a hand out to help her. Nix smiled weakly before she took his help and got to her feet, but Nate wasn't done talking.
I know you're scared, but we're gonna go talk to my mom and ask for her help.
Are you sure?
Nix asked him as they continued through the woods. Her voice was still shaking.
Yes, I'm sure. You trust me, right?
Nate asked her as they neared the end of the woods.
Of course.
Nix responded sincerely as the woods ended and they entered a quiet neighborhood. Nate's neighborhood.
Okay. So when we get to my house, I want you to hide in the shed in my backyard while I go talk to my mom. And with some luck, she'll help us.
Nate whispered to Nix as they approached his house.
How can you be so sure that she won't just turn me in?
Nix's voice shook as she even considered the thought. Nate gripped both of Nix's shoulders, forcing her to look at him.
Nix, trust me. She loves you. I promise it'll work out.
Nate smiled again before he took a deep breath and walked towards his home. Nix turned around and entered his shed. She sat down on the seat of the large riding lawnmower before the pain racking her body caught up to her. Nix leaned down and massaged her shin, which she was sure was horrifically bruised. Her mind wandered to a dark place, showing her the image of that guy choking on his own blood.
I killed him. But how did I do that? Don't be dumb. You're an odd one. And now you dragged Nate into this mess. You put him in danger.
Nix
I
suddenly
just realized you
jolted.
heard all of that.
Don't worry about it. Shut.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Nix suddenly
What do you mean?
jolted from her thoughts when a sudden knock came from the door of the shed along with Nate's voice. You shut the fuck up, Vito.
I didn't even. Alright.
Nix, you can come out now. It's okay.
Nix hesitated before scooting off the seat of the lawnmower and opening the door. Nate took Nix's hand with an easy smile and helped her towards the sliding glass door that led into his home. He could easily tell she was still injured after the initial adrenaline had faded. After Nate had slid open the door and led Nix inside, she was immediately embraced by Nate's extremely loving, if not overbearing, mother. Now, who's going to be the mother?
I assumed it was going to be Vito because he slayed it so much last time.
Let's go.
But Vito's
Well, you
fucking
fucking better.
muted!
Sorry, it was to stop myself from making a joke.
Appreciated greatly. But
Good job.
do you want to be Nate's mother?
Sure.
And also, before we continue on, Vito, I say you shut the fuck up affectionately, okay?
Of course. And to my earlier point, Danny, you're caught up. You would have known what I meant when I said he could hear all of it. Anyway. Nix, are you alright? Nathan told me about your situation. Don't worry, my darling. We'll take you to my brother's house. He lives on reservation land where the authorities will not follow us.
Nate's mother hugged Nix and gently swayed her in her arms. Nix couldn't hold it back any longer and devolved into sobs as she clutched Nate's mother tightly. Nate watched with somber eyes before he sighed softly and moved over to the kitchen sink. He rinsed the slightly sticky blood off his face and neck before dabbing himself dry with a dish towel.
All right. Next, we should probably get going. You might expect us to come here if they identified me, which wouldn't surprise me considering Alana the rat.
Fuck off, Alana.
Fuck off, Alana. All me and my homies hate Alana.
Nick grumbled with irritation before Nix backed away from his mother. She sniffled and wiped the tears away from her eyes before they dripped in his room.
What about your shoulder?
Nix asked softly, her tone laced with concern.
Don't you worry about me. My uncle can fix me up when we get there.
Nate smiled at Nix and reassured her. To reassure her, sorry. Nix reluctantly nodded, before they all swiftly left his home and piled into Nate's mother's van. Nix and Nate climbed into the back seat, slide down so they couldn't be seen through the windows.
It'll be okay, Nix. I promise.
Nate said quietly, as he placed his hand on hers. Nix wordlessly nodded. Nate's mother put the car into motion, away from everything Nix had ever known, and into a life of running. Nix slid her hand out from under Nate's. She felt her phone buzz. She unlocked it to see a text from Alex. Alex, 2:36 p.m.
Oh, Danny's muted.
Oh shit.
Rip!
Danny.
Nix, what the hell happened to you and Nate? Everyone is saying you're an odd one. It can't be true, right?
Nix typed back.
I'm okay, girlie. It's true, though. Nate and I are...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Nate said to Nix, holding her thumbs in place.
Why not? It's just Alex.
Nix protested as she made a confused gesture.
Yes, but I don't think you understand what's happening to you. There's probably already a reward out for you. I know you think Alex is our friend, but right now we just can't take that risk.
Bitch.
What?
I just got back. I'm so
Tee-hee.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. That was funny though. Nate was locked in eye contact with Nix as he spoke slightly coldly, catching Nix off guard. She thought for a moment before pressing delete on her message to Alex and shutting off her phone. She nodded at Nate, and he returned the gesture. Added a small smile. Change. After
I hate
about an
groceries.
hour of drive, huh?
Nothing, sorry.
After about an hour of driving, Nix peeked over the edge of the window and spotted a sign signaling they were entering reservation land. Nix felt an instant rush of relief flow through her, and she relaxed a bit.
Nix, dear, if you don't mind my asking, what can you do?
Nate's mother spoke for the
Hang
first
on.
time during
I
the
didn't do that
entire
correctly.
car ride.
You're fine. There will
Oh,
be more
go ahead, sorry.
opportunities.
Okay.
Mom, I don't think...
Nate started speaking, but halted when he felt Nix's hand on his arm.
No, Nate. It's okay.
Nix whispered, before she raised her volume to talk to his mother.
I'm not really sure what I can do. All I know is that I have some kind of levitation power.
Nate's mother hummed evenly before speaking.
Well, my brother has plenty of open land on his property. You can probably practice your ability in safety.
Nate's mother sounded oddly calm for a woman who was helping a wanted girl. After they finally pulled into Nate's uncle's property, Nix peeked out the window and saw a man sitting on the front porch. He was tall, tan, and handsome with a gruff beard. He smiled after looking up towards the car and stood up as the three of them got out of the car.
Sean, do you want to be Alan?
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, that sounds all right. The trend continues.
The streak continues.
For every single time someone's been asked to do his uncle, it's
Mhm.
always the southern accent.
It's always
It's
Souther.
always.
It-
Which is
It's
so
Always
too
that.
good. Like
Nothing else.
you leave that door
Nothing
wide
else.
open, and you expected none of us to walk through
Well,
it. Like, come
because I
on.
don't know what is it just the words that just gave that away? Because like they live in Colorado, he is not Southern.
You
Wait,
put
how?
Uncle
No.
on the farm off in the middle of nowhere, and you start off with "I'll be damned," like you just setting yourself up for failure at that point.
Fine, fine. You
Well,
do
I'd be a
you.
cat on a cracker.
Shake my head.
You do
As
you,
a
boo.
bitch.
You do you, boo.
I'll be damned, Mary and Nathan. You guys never come to visit me anymore.
Nate Sorry about
Here,
that,
she's
don't do
explained.
anything more. Nate's uncle cut himself off when he noticed the blood coating Nate's clothes.
Shit. What the hell happened?
He gestured to his nephew, and Nate closed his eyes with a soft sigh.
All right, Uncle, and I know there's going to be a big conversation that needs to be had here, but right now, I need your help. Some of this blood is, in fact, mine.
Nate said as gestured to the wound on his shoulder. Alan's eyes widened a bit.
It. Well, come on in then. Inside, all of you.
You see, Sorry, I can wait.
Alan said sternly as he gestured for them to go inside. They all walked through his living room and into the kitchen before sitting down on the stool surrounding the island. Alan left the room for a moment before turning with a first aid kit and set it on the island, while Nix watched nervously.
Shirt's in the way, Nathan.
Alan said evenly as he walked over to the sink to wash his hands and wet a washcloth. Nate groaned softly in a noise before he reached down and pulled his shirt up over his head,
Sheesh.
wincing slightly.
Sorry.
Motherfucker!
It's Nathan. I'm sorry.
Your fault that you made this character.
Oliveira. Come on.
Your fault that you made the character this way.
I'm sorry. He's fine as fuck. What do you want from me? I'm only human.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're only human after all.
I'm only human after all.
Knew someone would catch that reference.
Anyway.
Nix tensed before she averted her gaze, feeling her cheeks flush lightly.
Yep. I'm sorry. I heard the quiet. Hell yeah.
Nix looked back over at him after a moment, and her chest felt tight when she saw the wound clearly. It was still bleeding a bit, and blood had ran down the side of Nate's body. Nate winced again after Alan had brought the wet washcloth to his shoulder and began wiping away the slightly sticky blood around the wound.
So, how'd this happen, bud?
He asked him in a slightly condescending tone. Nate glanced over at Nix before answering.
We got jumped at school during our lunch period.
Nate confessed, and his mother sighed softly.
There was this bitch that liked to fuck with Nix, and she brought a bunch of people with her, including this big dude, like a delinquent type. He did this to me after kicking my ass a bit.
Nate sounded slightly disappointed. He was disappointed that he allowed himself to be beaten like that in a fight. Who's the mother?
Oh,
Sorry, I spoke too soon. Mary spoke with an endearing yet stern tone.
Tell him what else. Whoa, where's that accent coming from? Tell him what else happened.
She looked at her son with a stern gaze. Nate sighed and looked at Nix again, and she nodded, giving him silent permission to tell the story.
Okay, so after the guy stabbed me,
He glanced at Nix again.
Nick screamed, and there was this purple glow around the knife before it just shot out of his hand and right into his neck.
Alan's hand halted as he was stitching Nate's wound. He looked over and locked eyes with his uncle.
Go on.
Alan said quietly, after a moment of eye contact, while he continued to stitch Nate's wound. Nate took a deep breath before continuing.
Well, after that, these metal pipes that were suspended above us, they fell down. And they would have crushed us like bugs, but
Nate paused, clearly struggling to find his words.
I stopped them.
Nick suddenly spoke up, causing Ellen to look over at her.
I'm an odd one.
Nix looked down at her lap in embarrassment as she gently held herself.
Is that so?
Alan responded as he leaned back a bit.
Well, I suppose I should start by thanking you for saving my nephew's life.
Nix was taken aback by his words. He was expecting him to freak out, get scared. Pretty much anything but that. It was at that point that Alan had finished stitching Nate's wound and patched it with a few gauze pads and medical tape.
There you go, kid. You should probably go get cleaned up. You still have some clothes here, too. They're upstairs in the guest room. I'd like to have a little chat, or a chat with the little lady here.
He said in a slightly warm tone, but Nix still tensed a bit. Nate saw this as he stood up and looked at her with a small smile.
he's not going to bite, Nix. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Nate sounded genuine, and it made Nix feel calmer. After Nate left the room, she looked back over to Alan.
So, how did you stop those pipes?
He asked her as he interlocked his fingers in front of him on the island. Nix swallowed her anxiety.
I don't really know. I remember seeing the pipes coming at us, and I held up my hands, and they just stopped. I don't really understand how I did it.
Nix responded in a slightly shaky voice. Alan nodded slowly before he looked down at his hands, lost in thought for a moment.
Well, Nix, I think it's only fair for me to be honest with you. Your life won't ever be the same again.
Oh my fucking god. Sorry, I had a bit of a scare. I thought my water was going to spill onto my fucking laptop.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That is actual horror there.
Hey, man, howling's over.
It's never over.
That is the correct answer. Thank you. Proceed.
Alan said directly, causing Nix to stiffen and our pulse to speed up.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm only trying to make sure you understand the true gravity of the situation you're in.
I hate you. I hate you. Ooh!
he's right, dear.
Mary said quietly, causing Nix to look at her.
Something else you don't know, or it's something else you should know. Nate's father is an odd one.
She had it even quieter.
Wait, Really?
Nick said in surprise. She knew that Nate's father wasn't around for the entire time she knew him. But she wasn't ready for this.
Yes. It's why we had to move here from our previous home. It was a small town, so it spread like wildfire, and they drove us out.
Mary said in a slightly somber tone. Nix was shocked. She did not know Nate had always been oddly secretive about his father and was always so sympathetic towards odd ones. Now she understood why. Nate's voice pulled her attention to him as he leaned on the door frame into the kitchen.
The point is, we know how you're feeling. I know that you're my best friend, and I know that you won't hurt me or my family. And that's why we're here. We want to help you.
Nate said sincerely as he moved to the stool next to Nix. She smiled knowingly at him as her eyes misted. Nate pulled her in for a gentle hug to comfort her, and it worked wonders. Just the smell of his colon made her feel better.
I think you mean cologne.
Cologne. I don't know how the fuck to say words.
Colon.
It's definitely colon. It reminds me of the. I'm sorry. It reminds me of the one time where in a D&D game I was a part of for a bit. I accidentally called the Dubois the Du Bois.
Du Bois!
Yeah, the boys. Boys?
I'm sorry. Spook is losing his mind. Give him a sec. He muted! Anywho, rolling right along.
Anywho, I am so sorry.
Just the smell of his colon.
Shut up!
That's what I need in the morning.
Anyway, rolling back. Roll it back. Nate pulled her in for a gentle hug to comfort her, and it worked wonders. Just the smell of his...
You got it. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say the word again.
Just skip to the next
Well,
sentence.
His cologny.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, just the smell of him made her feel better.
That's better. That
There.
works.
The hug was broken when Alan spoke again.
Well, little lady, let's head outside.
He said as he pushed himself off the stool.
It's time to practice this ability I've heard so much about.
And end scene. I am so sorry.
Well,
It was
I'm
taking a
so
sip.
Oh my god, the smell of his fucking colon!
Sometimes you just need the smell of someone's colon to take the edge off the day, you know?
well, on that
thinking
note,
myself-
I have to piss, so we're gonna take a short
Sometimes
break.
the smell of pure ass.
Everyone take a piss
Um,
break.
I'm sure you will have
Ev-
no problem entertaining my chat while I'm gone with this mental image. See you later, lol.
Lol.
Sometimes just the smell of ass is all you need in the morning.
Right?
I'm gonna
The-
get more water. I don't need to be here.
That pure just ripe. It just gets to you.
It's the
I was
fumes.
not expecting
Colon
it at
fumes.
all. I'm so sorry.
like I literally had to mute and just walk away because I was just giggling. Oh, you know what? I think I have my How does a colon smell?
Like ass, I would assume.
Fuck, do I have to read the AI overview?
Nah.
Nah.
The what?
Because that whenever you search up something on Google, the first thing you read is like the AI overview.
Oh. No. I got sharp punch.
Oh. So, it says here, colon doesn't actually have a smell of its own, but its contents are
Oh
shit.
my goodness, we're still on this.
Yes, it doesn't have a smell on its own, but what
But
it
the
produces.
stuff it produces.
Frank!
Check out these Sour Patch stuff. I don't know why it's not sour enough.
Because it's not sour. You chose the wrong candy.
Apparently. Well, it was given to me. It was free.
I'll do it.
But they're just not sour enough. Are you still laughing about the colon? Colon?
The colon.
No, when you first read that, Momo, I just thought of Edward Cullen.
Yes.
It's like, Twilight? Hello?
Toilet? Hello?
I was Team Jacob all the way until I
Yeah,
found out
he
more.
was so much better.
Then I was neither team.
Yeah, both of them were just bad decisions. I was like, I just hate this.
I said Nessie wants me. I said, excuse me?
Excuse me? What do you mean? Movies did not make that any better.
Yeah, bro. And then every
returned.
subsequent thing that happened because of Twilight, except for Umbrella Academy, was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Even Umbrella Academy, bro, because that last season. Fuck.
I have returned. Hi.
Welcome
Goodbye.
back.
Hi,
Why?
gamers. Is everybody back, or are people still pissing?
I think.
I mean, I've got to
I'm
go piss now.
here, I suppose.
Oh, now?
Now?
Now you do it! Now!
Sorry.
Go.
I'm sorry.
Go.
Did tell your bladder to not wait until the last minute?
I'm sorry.
Go! Go piss! Jesus Christ.
Girl.
Well, hi. How's it going? How are we
Hi.
feeling? 3 chapters in.
Alive.
Yo,
Alive.
Momo, we're at your favorite chapter.
I can definitely feel the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, Sean, that was foul.
I don't know why that's something went wrong. We couldn't find a clip. The clip is there!
Hey, Jade, I know what I'm about.
God damn it. Damn it!
I am gonna go out of my way and find the clip area.
Oh, the reason that it didn't let you post it was because only mods and me are allowed to post links in my chat.
Ah.
I'll post it. I'll post it for you.
That's
Yo.
why.
Do it on the Discord
That's why.
first.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's why my streaming server has a stream clip section.
Quips.
Quips is a completely different word.
Clips.
Quips. Ooh, woo.
Never make me say that again.
It just
Huh?
just reminded me of a fucking Jez video where it was like, I took a picture of this building that was like UW medicine, and all I could think was UWU medicine, and then I thought Jez is my friend.
This is my friend.
These my friend.
Oh shit, taki mushrooms.
Oh, I can feel my head being like.
Are you okay?
Then take a deep breath.
It's the smell of colon.
Take a deep breath, gamer.
Breathe.
That's not even the funniest thing that's happened in this fucking series. There was a moment in book 3 when Sunny just goes, I grew up myself, it's oregano.
It's oregano.
I cannot wait to read book 2.
Oh,
Genuinely.
baby. See, you say that now.
Uh-huh.
And then you actually get in there and you're like, I hate it here.
Yes.
Look, it's good
Yes.
content. I'm excited for the content.
Hey, Spook.
The content
Hey.
is there.
Hey, Spook.
Look, I'm good.
What's
I'm
up?
excited for
What's up,
story
what's up?
time.
Welcome back. Momo just stated, and I quote, I'm so excited to read book 2.
Momo, You won't be
You
saying
know what?
that
I'm
for
so
long.
happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
I'm also happy
UWU.
for her.
Look, I'm
Yeah.
excited to get the second Violin's book because it's getting it in hardcover. Because hardcover is better than paperback.
Yeah,
Because
then
it
you
doesn't bend.
Yeah, then you can fly to my house and beat me with it.
Oh no, I think that's when
I'll
Moss
beat
was
you
like,
with
all
two
right.
of them.
That's when Moss started making plans, man. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, book 2
I'll beat
happened
you with
and
both the book one I'll beat you with the book one paperback book, and then the hard book for the harder hits.
nice.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there are some harder hits in book 2, let me tell you. Anyway,
Something I need to ask first before we get going. Do we even see Alex again?
Alex? Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Don't you worry about a thing. I am here. I was gonna say something and then it flew out of my head. Oh right. Yeah. When Moss got to book 2, he got I think 6 or so chapters in, and then he threatened to turn me into mulch. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, there's only so many places that you work. I will find you. And I'm like, I'm just gonna come and record the whole situation and be like, yeah, officers, this has not been a good thing for him.
This is not.
This is the reason. Your Honor, this is the reason.
This is the reason.
The 13th one.
To the point that he made a graphic of it to put on a T-shirt that is just his model's face, and it says, "Jade, I'm going to grind you into mulch."
It's beautiful. I want a shirt like that.
Yeah. And then he also made another one that says, "Jade, you bat rastard, you son of a bitch."
You bat rastard.
Hi, welcome back.
You bat
Why would you let me go back there?
You bun of a rich.
You bun of a rich.
I'm not gonna mention any spoilers or anything, but also book 2 is why we also learn nobody should ever go for a walk.
How true, how true.
It's so true.
Anyway,
or at least take someone with you.
Are we ready for chapter 4? Nice.
Momo, do you want to take a break?
No.
Okay. Go
No,
ahead.
I'll be fine. I have water.
Alright, masochist, take it away.
Chapter 4, Nightmare. Alan led Nix and Nate outside and into his massive backyard. Nix looked around and saw an open field that was surrounded by woods. It looked secure enough. Alan's voice caused her to look over for a moment.
Nate, come and help me with these.
He said as he was walking towards the shed of their left. Nix continued to look around, while Nate went to go help his uncle. After a few minutes, they stacked up 6 oil drums into 2 different stacks of 3.
All right, Nix, I want you to knock down these drums without touching them.
Alan stood next to Nix and crossed his arms. Nix turned her head and looked at the 2 stacks of oil drums before lifting her hand with her palm, facing the stack on the left. She concentrated, but grew irritated when nothing happened.
I'm not sure I can. I don't even know how I did it the first time.
Nix said as she lowered her hand.
Well, it seemed to be triggered by heavy emotion, right?
Nate chimed in.
Maybe try thinking about how you felt at that moment.
Nix looked at him and thought for a moment, then raised her hand towards the oil drums once again. She visualized the fear on Nate's face and could feel that feeling bubbling inside her again. She closed her eyes tightly and concentrated on the feeling in her chest, before she heard Nate gasped softly. She opened her eyes and saw the barrel on top of the right pyramid floating a few inches in the air, surrounded by a pale white-violet glow.
Oh, credits.
Whoa.
Nate whispered, causing Nyx to smirk a bit. The barrel then fell when a slight pain in her hand caused her to break concentration.
Not bad. With enough practice, you'll be able to keep it up for longer.
Alan said to Nyx as she rubbed her temples slightly to ease the pain.
I thought I was supposed to keep it hidden.
Nyx asked him in a confused tone as she lowered her hand.
That's the point. Learn to control it so you don't have another outburst like what happened at your school.
Alan said as he placed his hand on Nyx's shoulder.
But for now, rest. I imagine that took a lot out of you.
Nyx nodded before they all went back inside. Alan asked Nate to show Nyx to her room. He led her upstairs and into the first room on the left. When Nyx looked inside, she saw 2 beds on opposite sides of the room from each other, 2 windows, and a small vanity next to one bed.
You can have that bed next to the vanity.
Nate's voice was low and quiet while Nyx entered the room fully and sat down on her bed. Nate was sitting on his own bed, looking at her for a moment. He saw the look in his eyes and sighed softly. He walked over to her bed and sat down next to her.
Look, I know how you must be feeling right now. I mean, I went through the same thing when I discovered my dad was an odd one. But you are safe here. We will keep you safe.
Why, though? Why even bother? Do you even know how much money they're giving out for me? I bet it's a lot.
Nyx's voice broke slightly from fighting back tears and her throat burned.
Oh. I bother. Because you're my best friend. I know you aren't dangerous. I know you're not going to hurt me or anyone else. And I don't care about some reward. I care about my friend being safe.
Nate placed a hand on hers and smiled warmly at her.
Now, you should get some rest. You've had a rough day, and I bet you are pretty tired.
Nate said quietly as he stood up and walked over to his own bed and plopped down onto it.
Yeah, you're right.
Nyx said as she got under the covers and pulled them up to her chin. After a moment, she rolled over to face Nate.
Good night, Nate.
She added softly as she closed her eyes. Nyx couldn't see it, but Nate was looking over at her with a small smile.
Night, Nyx.
He replied, barely above a whisper, as he closed his own eyes. After a few minutes, Nyx could feel herself drifting into sleep's gentle embrace. The embrace didn't stay gentle, though. Nyx had a strange dream. She opened her eyes and found herself in a dark room. Nyx lifted her head and looked at her surroundings. It was devoid of any windows, furniture, or even doors. And she was sitting in one corner with her knees tucked towards her chest. After her eyes adjusted to the darkness, they widened in fear, seeing a figure standing in the other corner of the room, facing the corner. Nyx tensed when the figure turned around slightly, looking at her with eyes that made her blood freeze in her veins. She blinked, and the figure was suddenly standing in front of her. She didn't dare look up, so she just stared at the figure's legs as her whole body trembled. She then heard a voice, a deep and raspy voice, saying,
Don't be rude. Look at me.
Nick slowly raised her head and locked eyes with a man with long silver hair and a doctor's mask on. He looked directly into her eyes as Nix tried to speak, but the words just wouldn't come out. The man spoke again.
My. What a beautiful specimen.
Nix watched in horror as the man pulled out a scalpel that was significantly larger than it should have been. Nix was paralyzed in fear as he kneeled down and brought the blade close to her skin. But before it could make contact, she jolted awake with a yelp and quickly sat up in bed.
Nix?
Nate's voice made her jump again, her mind and heart racing as she suddenly noticed him sitting by her feet. His hands were in his lap, not wanting to startle her more by touching her.
Oh. Nate.
She said quietly, through her panting breaths as she sat up. She placed a hand on her own chest and could feel her heart still racing.
Hey. Breathe.
Nate's voice was calm and soft. Nix's eyes adjusted to the darkness, and she could see him a bit more clearly, along with a subtle concern on his face.
You're rumbling in your sleep so much that you woke me up. Are you okay?
Nix didn't want to lie to him, but he also didn't want to dump even more of her problems onto him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
She glanced up at him as she lied through her teeth. She desperately tried to hide her shallow breathing to sell the lie, and Nate wouldn't be fooled. He knew her too well.
Nix.
Nate whispered through a short sigh.
I've known you for a while now, and I know when you're trying to hide what you're really thinking.
Nate scooted closer to her and placed a comforting hand on her knee.
Please, talk to me.
Nix took a deep breath as she got a better look at his eyes. The soft moonlight was peeking through the plastic blinds covering the window, perfectly shining into his emerald green eyes. She took a more gentle breath as the sight made her feel more calm.
Okay. Well, I had a nightmare. I was in this empty room with no exits. There was this creepy doctor guy in the corner just standing there. I blinked and then he was suddenly in front of me. He said I was such a beautiful specimen and started coming at me with this big scalpel.
Nix started shaking again as she recalled her nightmare.
Hey.
Nate spoke again to get Nix's attention. She halted her story and looked into his eyes that were still sparkling slightly from the moonlight shining through the blinds.
You don't have to continue if it's going to freak you out again.
Nate paused and looked slightly antsy for a moment.
Do you want a hug?
Nix thought for a moment before she nodded subtly. Nate scooted closer to her and pulled her close to his chest. He could feel her shaking and held her closer, trying to show that she was safe now, that she would always be safe with him.
Thank you, Nate.
Nick said quietly into his chest. Nate smiled slightly before he pulled away from the hug and stood up.
Come on. I know what you need.
He said as he held out his hand to help her up. Nix raised an eyebrow as she eyed him in confusion.
Just come on.
He added to convince her with an easy smile. Nix took his hand, and he brought her downstairs and outside the back door, where they sat on the small cement steps. Nix smiled softly when she saw a mesmerizing amount of fireflies peppering the field in front of them and going into the woods. The subtle hum of crickets chirping made her feel even more at peace.
Psst.
Nate mused quietly, causing Nix to look over at the pack of cigarettes in his hand. Nix's eyes widened with excitement. They were her favorite brand. She smiled slightly before it faded.
Nate, what?
I know I'm not exactly the biggest fan of how much you smoke, but you seem like you needed one, so I swiped the pack from my uncle's stash after he fell asleep.
Nate said with a smirk as he opened the pack and handed her one. Nix took it and held it between her teeth as Nate pulled out a lighter and lit the cigarette for her. Nix inhaled deeply as she closed her eyes. The smoke flowed from her mouth as she exhaled, while Nate watched her with an impatient look on his eyes. He wanted to say something. He needed to say something.
Nix, there's another reason I brought you out here.
Nix looked over at him.
I need to tell you something. And that's kind of the second reason I got you a cigarette. I wanted you to be calm before I told you.
Is something wrong?
She asked him quietly as she took another hit of the cigarette, locked in eye contact with him. Nate swallowed before sighing softly and looking down.
I have powers too.
Nix tensed. She heard the words, but Nate's mouth didn't move. She heard him speak inside her own head. Nix's jaw dropped.
What? You're a...
She spoke before Nate shushed her with a look of slight panic on his face.
No one knows about this. Not even my own mom. Please, you can't tell her.
Nate whispered fiercely in desperation, which made Nix worry slightly. She thought for a moment before her posture relaxed.
Well, then maybe we should talk like this, Mr. Mind Reader.
Nix smiled as she thought of her response to Nate. She looked back out towards the beautiful light show of fireflies in front of them as she hit her cigarette again. A small smirk spread across Nate's lips.
It's called telepathy. It's not mind reading. Lots of people came to share connections like this with people they're close to, like a twin or something. Guess I'm the lucky one to actually have the ability.
Nix's eyes widened a bit in realization.
Wait. Is that why you said that thing to Alana? That clearly this is between me and you? Did you?
Nate cut off her thought with a nervous chuckle as he scratched his cheek.
Yeah, I may have slipped into her mind and found out that she was giving you a hard time because she wanted me.
Nyx's eyes widened for a moment before she looked down.
So, Alana attacked us because of me?
She sounded a bit confused, but slightly solemn as well.
No.
Nate's voice sounded stern, but still soft.
She attacked us because of me. You and Alex were just innocent victims. And I'm sorry about that.
Nyx looked down again before taking another hit of her cigarette. It was silent for a while before Nyx's voice in Nate's head cut through the supple hum of crickets.
How long have you known about your powers?
Nyx responded as she took another hit of her cigarette.
Almost a year now. I figured it out when I could suddenly hear my mom's thoughts one day. And it took me a bit to figure out how to turn it off. So for a while, I could just hear everything.
Nate looked off into space for a moment. Nyx immediately recognized that look.
I'm sorry, Nate. That sounds really rough.
She sounded genuine, and it made Nate feel better. He even cracked a small smile.
Is that why you told me? To get it off your chest?
Nate looked uncomfortable for a moment.
Kind of. But I mostly told you because I wanted you to know that you weren't alone in this. We're both in this together now.
Nyx smiled before her eyes started misting. She turned her head forward to look back out into the still night. Nate tensed a bit when he felt Nyx leaned her head against his shoulder.
Thanks, Nate. This helps. A lot.
She whispered quietly, causing Nate to smile quietly to himself.
Don't mention it.
He responded. The two sat in silence for a while after that, before Nyx spoke up again.
It's beautiful out here.
Nyx said quietly as her eyes traveled across the field, taking in the mosaic of fireflies bathed in the pale moonlight.
Yeah.
Nate responded, before his eyes flicked down at her for a moment.
It is.
End scene. Vito, fuck you for making the fucking Russian accent.
Nah, he nailed that shit.
Nah, he nailed that shit. He nailed that shit.
You have
well.
no, okay. As soon as you said the first lines of who the fuck after knowing who the fuck that character is, I had to hold myself back from kicking my fucking feet and screaming.
T.
No one in chat will know. Not until book 5.
Oh
Fine.
shit.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Anyway, Nyx and Nate are adorable.
Anyway, they cute as fuck. We moving on.
Oh my goodness.
We stand. We stand.
Oh my goodness. Best couple. Prove me wrong.
Best couple, and they ain't even a couple.
Hey,
Not
I'll be
yet.
honest with you. I don't know about that one.
Huh?
Oh?
Elaborate.
Huh?
Nate and Nyx
Elaborate.
are definitely not best couple in this series. No,
Who'd you say?
maybe Danny and Soul.
Ooh.
But even then, I wouldn't put them at best. They're just better.
Damn!
Well, the slut is
Damn.
real in this household.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
Damn,
You'll,
Daniel.
you'll see why later.
I'll see why when it gets to that
You
point.
will see why later. Shit.
Oh, not him forgetting. Anyway, chapter 5.
Like, just, it's true. There's so many.
Hey man, say what you will about their relationship. The devotion is unheard of.
The
Yeah, until-
devotion is
Ah,
That until.
That's exactly why I'm like, nah.
God forbid
Censored.
a man make one mistake.
He didn't just make one. That's my
We're
problem.
getting distracted.
Avoid side chat. I know he's gonna be already blowing up.
Hey, if you're not, hey Momo, close side chat.
I don't think Momo.
Joke's on you. I don't have the
Oh, you're
joke's
so
on you.
right.
There we go.
Anyway.
I can't see shit in there.
Anyway.
Anyway, y'all ready for the GTA route?
GTA. GTA. I didn't play that.
In reference, that was a joke that Jake made when he explained it to Jade.
Anyway.
Anyway. Whew. Chapter 5. Found. 1 month later.
1 month later.
Hey.
We haven't even
You put
started
that.
yet,
You
and
put
we're
that
already
back in the
getting
deck.
ready.
You put that away. You put that right back.
I hope you feel better, friend.
Sunny! I love that as soon as I go to chat, I see this fucking clip.
God.
God forbid. The authorities seem to have given up on their chase for Nyx, seeing as it has been a while since she was mentioned on the news. Because of this, Ellen had told Nyx she could explore the area, as long as she stayed hidden and brought Nate with her. Today, they were out doing exactly that. They were out about a mile away from the house as Nyx inhaled deeply, taking in the gentle atmosphere of the woods. She listened to the world around her, leaves rustling in the wind, small animals scurrying through the trees above her.
Hey, look.
Nyx was snapped out of her trance when she heard Nate speak. It startled her a little because it had been so silent. She looked over at him and saw he was pointing down the hill they were standing on top of. When she made her way over to him, Nyx noticed a little store sitting on the edge of the road at the bottom of the hill. It looked run down and dirty, but there was a charming feeling to it. Long, greenish-brown vines climbed up the side of the brick building, and overgrown grass grew in patches in between the cracks of the sidewall.
Yeah, I could go for a snack.
Nyx said as she patted her almost empty belly. They entered the store, and a little bell chimed sickly above the door. A little old man perked up when the bell rang, and his face lit up in surprise and happiness at the new customers. They got the impression that there weren't a lot of them out here.
Sean, you want to be the sweet old man?
Sure.
Are you sure about that?
Shut.
Well, I'll be damned.
That can work.
Well, shucks.
Why, hello. Welcome. How can I help you today?
He asked them with delight.
We're just looking for some snacks. Do you have any chips or soda? I wasn't camouflaging my voice, my fault.
Nyx asked,
Kind of.
slightly camouflaging her voice just in case.
Snacks and drinks are in the back there. Say, you look familiar. Have you been here before?
The man asked while rubbing his cheek in thought.
This sure is a little cute shop that you have here. Have you owned it for a long time?
Nate asked, quickly trying to change the subject as Nyx shoveled to the back to find the snacks. She could still barely hear the conversation when she found the chips. She grabbed 2 bags of potato chips and 2 bottles of cream soda from the small fridge. That's when she heard the bell chime a second time, and a bad feeling whispered in the back of her mind. She peeked around the corner of the shelf, and her heart stopped when she saw 2 men in black suits walking up to the counter. She quickly turned back around and hid herself behind the shelves before she heard Nate's voice in her head.
I hope you're hidden. I don't think they know who I am, but if they show your picture to this guy, we could be in real trouble. I hope you're ready.
Nate sounded slightly afraid, but was trying to keep his mind calm.
I'm always ready.
Nyx thought in her head before she crouched down low to the ground. She peeked around the corner and saw Nate slowly moving backwards, trying to put as much distance as possible between him and the men without being noticed.
Excuse me. Oh, I was gonna do it. Hit them
It's
with
okay.
Nice.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to bother you, but have you seen this girl? She is an odd one, and she is extremely dangerous.
Nyx shut her eyes and silently prayed that the nice old man wouldn't sell her out. Her heart sank when she heard the clerk whisper.
Yes, gentlemen. She's in my store right now. She came in along with...
He motioned like he was about to point Nate, but he was gone.
Nyx, stay quiet. Don't start a fight. Just try to make a run for it when you can.
Nate said in her mind as he crouched down next to the shelf next to her. Nyx looked over at him.
What about you?
Nate looked back.
Don't you worry about me. I got this.
Nate responded before he shut his eyes and placed his palms over them. After about 3 seconds, he pulled his hands away with a jolt.
Okay, shit. Change of plans. We might have to fire our way out of here. There's already more on the way and they aren't far.
Just as Nate finished that thought, Nyx noticed how close the suited men had gotten to them. By sheer instinct, she stood up and grabbed the side of the shelf. The men halted when they noticed the pale violet glow surrounding the shelf before it toppled down onto them with a loud crash. One of the 2 men avoided being trapped underneath the shelf, and he quickly drew a pistol from behind him and pointed at Nyx.
Freeze!
He yelled sternly at her as Nyx tensed and held her hands up.
Nyx, hit the deck!
Nate shouted in her head, and she followed his direction without hesitation. The moment Nyx ducked, Nate tackled his body into the side of the man and knocked the gun out of him.
Let's go! Run!
Nate yelled as he pulled Nyx to her feet, kicking the pistol even further away from the suited man. They burst through the front door of the store before Nate pointed to the left.
There. We can take the car.
Nyx looked over and ran towards the black SUV that was still running. Nyx slid into the driver's seat and slammed her foot on the gas as Nate fastened his seatbelt in the passenger seat. After a few seconds, they heard crackling from the radio in the car before a voice came through.
Potential units odd 1579 has been spotted at Mike's corner store and has an accomplice helping her. This accomplice has stolen one of our SUVs and they're both heading westbound.
I'm sorry, you didn't. It was too legible. I could hear every word.
Sorry, that was not too realistic enough.
Anyway. Anyway.
That's what it sounds like on the train.
Fuck.
Nyx whispered before she held up her hand towards the radio and concentrated. The radio sparked and popped before the voice faded out as the radio died. She learned that trick from Alan. Her training had really been paying off, as a matter of fact.
I thought your mom said the cops couldn't follow us here.
She yelled at Nate.
I don't think those were cops. Either way, that's not what's important right now. What are we gonna do? We can't go back home. They saw my face. If we go back, we're gonna put them in danger too.
Nate sounded afraid and was speaking fast.
Relax, dude. We just have to lose them before we go back. Then we ask Ellen what we can do.
Nix was about to open her mouth to say something else before loud sirens caught her attention. Nate looked behind them and saw two other black SUVs pulling out of an intersecting road before following them closely. One vehicle pulled out next to the driver's seat side of the car, and Nix saw the passenger pointing another gun at her.
Shit!
Nix exclaimed before she jerked the wheel to the side, slamming their vehicle into the other one, sending them off the road and into a ditch. She then slammed her foot onto the accelerator to lose the other car, but they wanted Nix badly, and they would not give up that easily. The two of them jolted and yelled when the back window was blown out with the barrage of gunfire.
Shit! Nate, switch with me.
Nix yelled as she moved her foot slightly, which was replaced with Nate's foot on the gas pedal. They swatted seats like they rehearsed it. Because they did.
Okay.
Nix searched the glove. Yeah, man? You're having a moment?
I'm sorry. It's like your voice went from 480p to 1080p just for that one line.
Did it though?
Yeah.
Came through so crisp, so suddenly. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
It's fine. Nix searched the glove compartment for something to use against the unknown people firing at them, since those people weren't cops. When the glove box yielded nothing, she turned around and searched the back seat. Her face lit up slightly when she saw a duffel bag filled with guns and 3 frag grenades stashed in the side pocket. She pulled one out and held it in front of her as she settled back into the seat.
Whoa! What the hell do you plan on doing with that?
Nate asked, glancing in between her and the road.
Hopefully, something cool.
Nix responded as she closed her eyes, pulling the pin and levitated the light grenade in her palm. She took a deep breath as she saw the pale violet glow surrounding it. The grenade then shot out of the window next to her and shot like a bullet through the windshield of the SUV behind them.
Brace yourself.
Nix yelled before the car behind them exploded in a fiery storm. Nate gritted his teeth as he struggled to keep control of the car, but he got it back.
Holy shit, Nix, that was awesome!
Nate shouted with a huge grin on his face. Nix just looked behind her and let out a deep sigh of relief. Except now they were back at stage 1. They likely had to pack up and move again. Nix heard Nate curse in Spanish under his breath. That was weird. And he turned back around to look ahead of them.
No.
Nix whispered quietly when she saw the massive roadblock a few hundred feet down the road. 4 large SUVs blocked the entire road, with at least a dozen suited men, either standing or kneeling, armed and ready.
Keep driving.
Nix said while she placed her hand on Nate's shoulder.
What?
He shouted at her with concern.
I said, keep driving.
Nix repeated herself loudly as she flicked her finger downward, forcing his foot onto the accelerator. Nix held up her hand in a triangle shape and focused on the weak point in the roadblock. She closed her eyes and exhaled deeply, blocking out the world around her.
Move.
She said quietly before the SUVs jolt up into the air, cutting a path for them to drive right through. Nate was shouting with excitement, but Nyx was distracted with wiping her nose from feeling something warm trickling from it. She looked at her hand and saw blood, muttered
Okay.
under her breath, before wiping her hand on her pants and closing her eyes in exhaustion.
Changing scenes too.
We're fucked.
That's interesting. Sorry, man. So sorry.
What?
I came back literally to be like so chill, and then as soon as I pressed the button, we're fucked.
What in
Beautiful.
what in the Lancer?
Ah, man. Nate shouted as he flung open the door to Alan's house. Nyx entered after him and ran upstairs to pack clothes and other necessities.
Oh, Bebo.
People, you have to unmute yourself now.
What?
Nate's
Oh.
mother.
What are you talking about, mijo?
Mary asked as she walked out of the kitchen, wiping her hands dry with a dish towel.
I'm saying we're fucked. We were caught at the corner store on the other side of the woods, and we got away from them. But Mom, they saw my face. It's only a matter of time before they figure out Alan's my uncle, and they'll be here. They're trying to kill us.
Nate spat out the words at light speed, on the verge of tears. Nyx came downstairs near the end of his little recap, but the look on Mary's face was something Nyx wouldn't forget soon. Alan appeared from around the corner and instantly took control of the situation.
All right, we need to get out of the country. Mary, go upstairs and boot up my computer. I'm gonna need to contact someone for help. Nate, lock all the doors and the windows, and shut the curtains. I need to move that car you guys came in. Hopefully that'll send them off the trail and get us some more time. Move, people! Move!
Damn straight!
Damn, man! Alan yelled, and
thought-
everyone split up to do their tasks, leaving Nyx alone in the den. The reality of the situation was beginning to finally hit her. She looked down at her hands as they began shaking slightly. She then clenched her hands into tight fists and took a deep breath. Moping would fix nothing. She had to sack up and keep fighting, especially now that her best friend was dragged into it. Alan came downstairs after he disappeared up there for a few minutes.
All right, my contact told me there's a place a few hours away that is helping odd ones over the Canadian border and into a new life. So that's where we're heading.
Alan said as he shuffled through a small stack of papers. Nyx assumed they were printed directions. Nate was about to say something when the sound of Alan's short-range radio crackled to life and a voice came through. Attention all units. An abandoned agent's vehicle has been found in the woods surrounding a small residential area of on the reservation. It has been confirmed to be the same vehicle that was stolen by Odd One 579 and her compliance. Unit 3 continuing to search the area. She shouldn't have gone far. The radio fell silent and everyone turned to face Alan. His voice came out quietly.
Time to go.
And scene!
Little. I'm so happy right now because we're getting through this so much faster than we did in the previous reading. Thank God.
Yippee.
Yippee.
And only like 2 hours and like 32 minutes.
Yeah, we're fucking flying. I'm so happy, dude. We might. Huh?
If I may,
What's up?
being that we're flying through this, I think it's best to cut here for your editing purposes.
This isn't even where we cut last time.
I know. It's just when you're like 4 or so hours in, that's a lot of editing to do.
Well, I don't edit them.
Oh, okay.
I literally just
I
upload them
should.
raw.
Okay.
You should.
I'm the one who edits things.
Yeah, she's the one who edits all the fucking silly shit.
The Lancer shit.
The Lancer shit. Oh my God, the Lancer shit.
We gotta get through.
What?
Yeah, oh my God, the Lancer shit.
Oops.
Lancer.
Are you caught up?
Anyway.
She is not caught
I'm
up.
trying. I am 3 episodes behind. 9, I think I'm gonna is what 3 hours. I might listen to that in the car, or might listen to it tomorrow. I don't know. You know, tomorrow I'm free. tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It is a Sunday.
You know, tomorrow I am also free, before Lancer, I mean. So, like, if you want, like, I could, like, hang out with you if you wanted to, you know, watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Shy fingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
totally.
Ooh.
Totally.
Ooh, Lancer! If you heard my
I've just been
squeak, no, you
sitting-
didn't.
yes. I've just been sitting here playing with my nails this whole damn time. I'm just like just pushing cuticles back. I'm like, this is relaxing.
My cuticles.
Hell yeah, self-care.
Yo. Huh?
What? I don't know what you mean.
Spooked you. Yo.
How about this? Look at DJ Cave.
Oh no. Oh no. What happened?
What do you mean?
Oh no, my phone goes off during the middle of that. It's just saying Vito has changed his status. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hello?
Yeah, I was about to ask, how the hell does that happen? I never get notifications like that at all. So
I wish I didn't. That was really weird because I have gotten it only for him and gotten. It's like the weirdest shit
imagine
ever.
having a random notification that just says, my ass is fatter than yours.
Yes, that's pretty much what happened. I'm like, are we sure about this?
Yeah,
only one way to find
Are
out.
you sure about that?
I am certain I've broken nearly enough chairs for that.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Hey, you know,
Hit him with the
when
fat.
you
now
walking
here's-
around with the donkey,
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
when
man.
you got
Anyway.
this absolute fucking
Still
wagon.
going.
Anyway, yeah, I'm
Sorry.
yeah, like
All right.
stream. Let me try that again. Take 2. Stream goes for 4 hours, regardless of where we end up when that happens. So, you know.
Yeah, they're 6.
Chapter 6, huh?
Depending,
What?
literally depending on how fast we get to, I would be shocked if we get the entire book done in 4
Oh
hours.
hell no, that ain't happening, Chief. No way in
Hence
hell.
why I'm saying I would be shocked.
My guess is that we'll maybe end up at like maybe 10 or 11. That's my guess.
I was about to say I would be scared if we'd be up to 13 because I have not finished the entire fucking
Yeah, I was
thing.
about to say you're at that chapter, aren't you? Anyway, chapter 6.
I will. Chapter 11 though.
Don't worry about it. Shh, don't worry about it.
Don't
worry about it.
Don't worry about it,
My
okay?
the Violet Eyes motto at this point. Just don't worry about it.
Always Violet Eyes. Don't worry about it.
And it will be for the
Everything's
Violet Eyes
fine.
D&D campaign. Just don't worry about it.
Oh fuck! I'm
So wait, are you saying that we're basically going to be inserted into the fucking story? What the fuck?
I don't know what you
We
mean.
get to
Don't
do our
worry
own
about
things.
it. Don't worry about it. Chapter 6.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
you can find
Okay.
it.
Whew.
Momo, if you need to take a break.
Yeah, please, if you need a break, say something.
Like I can read for a
I-
chapter or so.
I will when
Uh-huh.
I hear the bell ringing.
What does that mean?
I didn't hear no bell.
All right, word. It was all set up for a bit. Respect it.
There's no bells. I've never.
No, but there's dice.
There's dice. Okay.
Insane work.
Ooh, I said your favorite word, D&D.
Hey, look here, jiggle, jiggle.
Jiggle, Clicky clacky math rocks. Ooh.
Magic rocks. Magic metal rocks.
Mine are made out of acrylic, but they glow in the dark.
Ooh. Oh, I found ones that have ducks inside, and I want them so bad.
I think it could have been Laura Bailey for Critical Role. They have a dice that is like Gudetama.
Yeah.
Demo.
I love that little guy.
Yeah.
I love that little guy.
The
Anywho,
little lazy egg guy. Yeah. Anyway, chapter 6, Gifted. It was getting dark when Alan's car pulled onto the driveway. Nick stirred awake after apparently dozing off. She looked out the window, but could only see the bright stars peppering the sky above her. She looked next to her and saw Nate still asleep and slumped towards her, still positioned low enough that he could be seen through the window. She looked back through the window and sighed gently at the sight of the stars again.
I guess we're in the middle of nowhere.
She thought. She was curious about where exactly they were, but she was afraid to look out the window for fear that a police car could drive by at the exact wrong time. Nyx felt a pit form in her stomach, a pit that could come back in waves since the incident at her school, where her life changed forever. Every event that led her to this moment was nothing but a sick feeling of dark surprise that lingered and only built up more and more. She killed someone. Her mind flashed back to the image of that knife stuck in the throat of a man whose name she didn't even know. Maybe she was dangerous.
It was Dennis.
You don't actually think that, do you?
Nate's voice invaded her mind as she looked out the window. She slowly turned her head to look at him, and tensed when she saw his eyes were immediately locked onto hers. Her breath caught in her throat, seeing the confidence lacing his gaze.
I can't help it. I killed him. And you can't tell me I didn't.
Nyx thought in her mind. Nate closed his eyes with a soft sigh.
Nix, you're my best friend. I know you aren't dangerous. What happened back then, that was an accident. I know who you are, and I'm going to stand by you.
Nate's eyes wouldn't let Nyx go. She couldn't bring herself to find an answer for him as her eyes fully adjusted to the darkness, and she noticed how close she was to Nate's face. His shaggy black hair falling over his face so his eyes were barely peeking through. She was so distracted that she just stared.
Are you okay?
Nate's voice invaded her mind again, and she was snapped from her thoughts. The car, taking a sudden left turn, interrupted her before she could respond to him. Alan drove down a long driveway, while Nyx and Nate sat up straight to look out the window, seeing a small manor that was quite elegant. Built from dark oak wood and stone, the building had intricate carvings in the pillars and window frames that surrounded the stained glass windows.
Wakey, wakey, kids. We're here.
Mary's soft voice broke the silence in the silent car, not knowing that the two in the back seat had been awake for a while.
Yep, this is it.
Alan said, as he turned his body to look at Nyx and Nate in the back seat.
You guys ready?
Nate and Nyx exchanged a look.
Yeah.
She responded quietly. They approached the door behind Alan after parking the car in a hidden parking lot behind the manor. Nyx's heart started beating faster as Alan raised his arm to knock. She felt Nate softly grab her hand, and she looked over with a worried look. Alan knocked.
Nice.
Nice.
After about 10 seconds, the door opened and a man came into view. He was an older man, wearing a black suit with a red tie. He wordlessly waved them into the manor. It felt as though they entered a different world. The floors were dark wood and beautifully finished. Dark red carpet led from the front door and up the extravagant staircase. A large crystal chandelier hung above them as they entered.
The master will see you in a few minutes. Please wait in the parlor.
The butler said softly while gesturing to a room off to the left of them. After entering and sitting down on the long couches and chairs, the butler excused himself to continue his duties. A few minutes later, a different man entered the room. He was middle-aged and handsome, wearing a casual button-up dress shirt and equally casual black slacks. Nyx was slightly surprised by his charming aura.
Good
Here we
evening,
go.
honored guests.
What?
Fuck! Hello?
I hate this man.
When aren't you?
There's a lot to hate. There's a lot to love. Ugh.
The hate gets me out of bed in the
And
morning,
there's
you know?
Mm-hmm.
The man's voice was deep, yet lyrical, and it sent a chill down Nyx's spine.
I know why you're here, and I will help you.
He walked towards Nyx and dropped him one to David.
Stronger! Make it stronger!
No. Top back in.
Smack, cease.
I can't help it. It's fucking Vito's voice, for God's sakes.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Don't be. Shut the fuck up. He
You want me to
walked
read you
towards
back in?
Nyx.
Oh.
He walked towards Nyx and dropped to one knee in front of her while taking her hand.
You must be the gifted. I'm so sorry that this unfortunate event has befallen you. However, I will do everything in my power to ensure you have a chance at a normal life.
He mused with an easy smile. This man's presence enthralled Nyx. She couldn't even notice Nate was staring at this man with a blank stare that held a hint of contempt. After he had released Nyx's hand and stood up, he turned to address the rest of the group.
My name is Zachariah. I will help you all cross the border to give the gifted a chance at a normal life. However, we must wait until tomorrow night. There will be a rainstorm that will assist in hiding our approach. On the other side of the border, there will be someone waiting to give you the proper papers, making you an official Canadian citizen.
He said, as he paced in front of all of them before lifting his hand and snapping his fingers. A different butler, who was standing idly by the fireplace, stepped forward.
Show them to their rooms, please.
Zachariah asked him before leaving the room. The butler led the group upstairs and into the hallway that was lined with dark oak doors. He showed Mary to her room first, then Alan, Nate, reached his room and paused before entering. He watched the butler gesture to the door across the hall from Nate's. Nyx entered her room as the butler continued walking down the hallway and disappearing around the corner at the other end. Nate entered his own room after that and saw that the rooms were extremely posh and clean. A large double bed in the center of the room was elevated on a small platform. Nix approached her bed and plopped down onto it. It was soft and light, like she was lying on a cloud. It was so comfortable, in fact, that Nix didn't even remember falling asleep.
Yay, scene change.
Not the
The
yay.
Zachariah guy seems totally chill.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what's ever gonna happen?
Yeah,
Friendly reminder, this is Sean's first read through.
yeah. This is my first. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I'm totally kidding. I'm. Yeah.
Oh, that must have been a win.
I'm
Must have been the win.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean?
Sean.
Zachariah
I
is
have-
such a chill dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
seems totally fine.
Fun
He's got this
seltzer.
nice house, some cool mates. He's offering them rooms. He's gonna help them get across the border. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Diabolical. Anyway, scene change.
Anyway.
Nice.
Dawn had awoken Nix from the best sleep she had in over a month, letting a peaceful sigh escape her as she rose from the plush and calming embrace of her bed. She walked over to the window and opened the curtains. The vast forest stretched on for miles, rolling into large hills with the sun peeking through the trees at the largest peak. However, from the moment she woke up, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. She walked over to the door and opened it quietly as possible and peered down the hall. When she saw no one, she scooted across the hall and knocked on Nate's door.
Nate, are you awake?
She said into the door. When there was no response, a feeling in her stomach grew deeper. She softly opened the door to peek inside. He wasn't in his bed either. Nick's worry was now at a crescendo. She tried to contain her panicked breathing as she left his room and creeped down the hall. Her steps barely made a noise as she got close to the top of the staircase and peeked around the corner. She creeped down the stairs. Air was still and quiet enough for Nix to hear her own heartbeat pounding in her ears. When she reached the bottom of the stairs, she looked to the left, then the right, then her heart stopped. She saw Mary and Alan laying on the hardwood floor, hands bound behind their backs and blood running down their heads, as if a blunt object had struck them. She stared at them in shock for a moment before her eyes drifted towards the fireplace, landing on the floor in the same condition.
Nate?
Nix shouted, tears in her eyes as she started towards him. When she crossed the precipice of the doorway into the parlor, she quickly felt the sting of cold metal coiling around her neck before it snapped with a loud click. She quickly ripped around while trying to pull the collar off her, but it was locked. She saw Zachariah looking down at her with a calm look before he placed the tips of his fingers on her chest and shoved hard. Nix fell backwards and landed on her back and elbows, staring up at him in fear before she lifted her hand, hoping to send him flying backwards. But nothing happened.
What?
Nix whispered to herself as she stared at her extended hand. Zachariah smiled subtly.
You're wasting your time, my dear. That collar negates all abilities.
He said as he dusted his hands off. Nix narrowed her eyes slightly as she actually noticed his clothings. His sleeves were rolled up to his elbows, and his dark pants looked dirty and wrinkled. Nick scrambled to her feet, hands trembling.
You did this?
She stammered quietly.
Of course I did. They're all wanted people.
He said sternly before raising an arm and snapping his fingers.
Oops.
Two men appeared from somewhere behind Nyx and aggressively grabbed both of her arms. Nyx had been trained for this. She quickly lifted her foot and slammed her heel into the left assailant's shin as hard as she could. When the man doubled over slightly and loosened his grip, and slammed her fist right into his groin.
Ow!
Right in the boys.
Husband.
There goes the kids.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Hey, ma'am, it's not her fault that men have natural weak spots.
Yeah, it's not cheating. It's trying to survive.
She quickly maneuvered her hand to his holster as he was falling. She grabbed the hopefully loaded handgun and slammed the butt into the other man's head as hard as she could. He was knocked out, and she quickly backed up towards Nate and pointed the handgun at Zachariah. Nate slowly regained consciousness. His head was pounding as he slowly opened his eyes in a sickening daze. His blurred vision came into focus.
Stay back.
Nyx shouted as she thrust the gun towards Zachariah as he raised his chin up higher.
No, that's enough of that,
he said before he pulled out a small remote from his pocket and pushed the button. The light on the collar around Nyx's neck lit up red that beeped twice before sending a violent current through her body. She seized and let out a pained scream before falling to the ground, breathing heavily through the pain. Nate was suddenly in full clarity.
Hey! Stop that!
He shouted at Zachariah, eyes fuming with anger. The assailants that Nyx had incapacitated were standing up at this point. One was still trying to ease the pain in his groin, while the other was shaking his head slightly to recover from the blow to his head. Nyx was still laying on the ground, convulsing slightly. Zachariah pulled up his wrist and spoke into it.
We're going to need backup,
he said calmly before beginning his approach towards Nyx. Nate had enough of this. He shouted to get Zachariah's attention. When Nate locked eyes with Zachariah, he stopped, walking dead in his tracks. Nyx raised her head slowly, the violent current fading now. She watched Zachariah as he was locked into an ominous staring contest with Nate, who was still bound and bloody on the floor. Zachariah slowly and shakily started reaching into his pocket. He pulled out the small control that activated the horrid shock collar on Nyx and whipped it across the room and into the wall, where it shattered into several pieces. Nate then lowered his head while letting out a soft sigh of exhaustion. It seemed like being beaten like this was preventing him from using his ability for very long. Nyx didn't know that he could control people like that. Zachariah then lowered his arms rather quickly and let out an angry grunt.
Well, it seems like we have 2 new volunteers,
he said softly, while he straightened his shirt.
I did that wrong.
I think
Your
you did
Honor,
it. I think you did it great.
No, I think you did it good. I think you did good.
Veto, you've been vetoed.
What?
Nice.
I demand a retrial, Your Honor.
Never. Anyway.
It was at this moment that the front door swung open, and at least a dozen men in black tactical gear rushed into the room. 3 of them ran right to Nyx and all their pointed assault weapons at her, their flashlights blinding her as she held up her hand to block the light. 3 others went to Nate and pointed the gun at him as well. The rest of the men were standing around the room to secure the area.
What do we do?
Nyx thought inside her head, praying that Nate was listening.
I don't know.
Nate responded inside her head. He sounded exhausted and scared. They both looked around for a shred of mercy in the men holding assault weapons a foot away from their faces. There wasn't any. End scene. So, Sean, how do you feel?
No, Zachariah's a chill dude. He totally wants to help them. He has clearly the best of intentions, and yeah, they should have just listened, right? Like,
Damn, the denial's
A river in
crazy.
Egypt. A river in Egypt.
The denial on this gentleman here.
No.
1 second, I'm doing a thing.
Oh. I hate Spotify.
What did Spotify do this time?
Also, Danny, I'm sorry.
I'm just listening. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna slowly scroll through YouTube. That pops up on top. I'm like, hello?
Also, I saw the message. Why the fuck does Bad Desire start playing right now? It's crazy.
And as soon as Zachariah started talking, I'm like, hello, you are a bad desire. Nobody wants you. I'm sorry to tell you. There is a few, probably.
I'm not.
There is a few.
God damn.
Yeah, dude,
Uh-huh.
you got me so fucked up if you don't think that there's
Sure.
someone out there that's like Zachariah would.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
question?
no,
Yes.
I am
he-
the facilitator. and
All right,
I
where's the
am
fucking-
your
where's the fucking frying pan?
salvation.
I thought
Where's
you
the
were.
fucking
I
frying
thought you were
pan?
gonna say, "Where's the fucking spray bottle?"
Well, that as well as the frying pan, because it's piping hot and it's going to be steamy to the point where I'm going to slam it in
Steamy?
the fucking face.
It's sure is steamy, all right.
Anyway,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
super.
for dramatic effect.
I'm super hydrated, so unfortunately I have to go piss again. Entertain my chat, lol.
Yay.
I need a snack to continue. I'll be back.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
So-
lie, with Vito's voice, I legit I was gonna go. What the fuck is a kilometer?
What the
Right,
fuck
I
is
mean,
a
I can. Hang on.
kilometer?
No. No.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Hell no, sir.
I don't know, Canadian. What do you think?
Thank you, thank you. Bravo, absolute cinema.
Thank you. It slowly opened her eyes with a soft groan. Her mind permeated by a thick haze. She slowly bent her throbbing
Uh-huh.
head.
Uh-huh.
She quickly gathered that her hands were cuffed together on her lap, and her
Oh, shut
ankles
the fuck
were
up.
cuffed together as well.
I was waiting for Mumbo to say something.
What exactly are you trying to do, my friend?
Oh!
Nothing, I assure you.
Oh dear goodness. Oh, Savito, the ibuprofen didn't work. Tylenol, fucking.
Tylenol
Wait,
is
what?
I don't know. They do shit apparently.
Sorry.
Do anything.
Dude, I hate it. It's such a bad joke, but it pops into my head every time I hear it.
About ibuprofen?
You mean what? The
Anyway,
little
Tylenol
fucking,
worked.
the little fucking dude shaking his head with his tongue out just flashbangs me every time I hear ibuprofen. You be what?
Give me ibuprofen. I got a headache.
I don't think I can give you any, man.
Yeah, no. Ibuprofen's not amazing.
No, it's for certain things. Tylenol takes care of the rest of it, apparently.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome back, Window.
Hi.
Oh,
How's it going?
Nick slowly opened her
We're in
eyes. with a
misery.
soft
Huh?
groan.
You put that. Stop, cease.
Permeated
Hey.
This is what we've been dealing with while you're gone.
where's the gun? Where's the gun?
Stop.
Where's the gun? Somebody needs to cock it out right now.
Somebody needs
So
to.
needs to get their what?
Somebody needs to. What?
Okay, I tell you what. I won't use Faust. I'll use. Nick slowly opened.
No, that's worse. That's arguably worse.
I just laugh.
Bro,
There's nothing more I can do
are
to
we
this.
narrating Violet Eyes or Smut? What's happening?
Both.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
How about Kyle? Nick slowly
Fine.
opened her eyes with a soft groan. Her mind permeated by a thick haze as she slowly raised her throbbing head.
I
I
sometimes
gotta
forget
go.
that-
Hey, Vito, you failed to understand that Kyle is arguably the worst for one person in this call.
Okay. How about Orion?
Oh no, not the baby.
Next,
That's even worse
slowly
then.
opened her eyes with a soft groan. Her mind permeated by a thick haze as she slowly raised her
Wow,
throbbing
you
head.
didn't even complain shit while Orion was speaking.
I know.
Wow.
I was literally about to comment on the fact that the moment he pulled out Orion, dead silence.
Danny is at a fucking trance. She's kicking her little toesy woesies.
Love
Hey,
Orion,
Sean.
man. He's so
You have-
adorable.
Sean, you have no reference for who any of the characters I just did are, but
I don't think Sean's
I
even
think
here.
so.
He's getting his snack.
Is he still gone?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
getting his snack.
a snack.
Yeah, he's getting a little
Should
snack.
we wait until? Should we wait
So-
for them to click?
Hang on.
Atomic started playing. That's
That's
crazy sound.
hilarious. As I'm thinking about it, I was thinking of like asking Sean to play Matt the Guard. So,
Yay!
Yeah, wait.
Matt!
All right,
I actually love Matt.
listen up. You're all here
wait,
because you're all freaks.
freaks.
Yeah. What's new?
Witch.
I maintain. Witch!
She's a witch!
I maintain this small fact that they should have come up with a more, like people being as rude as they are would have come up with a way more slanderous thing to say about the gifted instead of calling them odd ones. Like at first, sure, don't know what to call them. But I guarantee you, there's like just a certain demographic of people that would have called them fucking mutants, them muties, them goddamn, them.
At this
Return
point,
to
it's gonna
racist
be
veto.
like that.
Oh, hey.
I come back to
It's
racist
like-
veto. Is crazy statement.
Hey, Vito! It's like the one scene in X-Men '97, just going, "Why do you hate us? What did we ever do to you? You were
Existed.
born."
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now,
just-
what?
I just-
Spook, are you here?
No.
Is he also
Also-
piston?
No.
Actually,
guessing
now
he
that I'm
might be
thinking about it,
Slowly opened her
now that I'm thinking about it,
eyes.
there is no
Hey,
Nate.
Vito.
Hmm?
Vito.
There's a what?
There is no Nate
I need-
in this chapter,
Mhm.
so we can just keep going.
What's going on, Momo?
And before we do, Vito, what the fuck is your status saying? Need my dick sucked like a crab lake right now?
Sounds like you know exactly what it says.
Now,
Anyway.
Momo, imagine me going through YouTube and seeing that pop up on the top. I'm like, hello?
I
don't want to talk about this.
The first one was just because I needed to fucking switch up my status. The second one was to see if any of you would see it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
glanced-
sees it.
Yeah, no, I finally glanced over it because I was about to message Jake hey, wish you were wish you and your folks would listen in and support us, but that's fine. Fuck it, have fun. But also, hope they were enjoying themselves because he went to visit some folks,
Blah.
and they're currently having a little small
Tea time.
small fire. They already had their dinner actually. It's currently currently like maybe midnight for them right now.
Anyway, chapter 7.
Yes. Okay. Also, I called dibs on voicing Narissa.
Aw.
I'm
Would
just,
you like a break from narration?
I'm just here, man.
Unless you want to be Narissa, I'm fine with that.
We can do whatever you want.
Danny, you be Narissa, because you've barely had any lines.
She's a gun
Then I'll
hole.
be Soul until May's here.
Okay.
Wonder how the other VAs are doing.
I wonder too, man.
Traumatized.
Traumatized.
Oh, dog, you don't even know. There were some moments that, like, the voice actors didn't know what I was going to be doing to their characters, and, like, a certain chapter came out, and they're like, I'm sorry. What? Yep, Vito, exasperated sigh.
Know where that side comes from, probably.
You and May are on my shit list, yeah.
I know exactly where that comes from.
Anywho.
Yep, give me a moment.
One momento.
Uno momento.
Free delivery, all months. Dairy Queen.
Go?
Yeah, have $25 or more on for your order.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let me get one of those chicken strip baskets and 2 blizzards.
Ah, what kind? Blizzards.
Reese's.
Ooh, so good.
No, I tell you
Those
what,
are my
1
friends.
Reese's, 1 Oreo.
Yes.
And then once I get down to half in both, I put them together.
Oh,
you're so smart.
I'm fat.
Nah, culinary genius here.
I put shit together not because they should go together. It is in fact an affront to God and everything he built. Sorry, everything she built. And you know, God is a woman and I want her to peg me.
what? Chapter 7. Momo, please, for the love of God.
Go.
Anything to piss
Anyway.
off the Christians.
Chapter 7. New friend. Nyx slowly opened her eyes with a soft groan, her mind permitted by a thick haze as she slowly raised her throbbing head. She quickly gathered that her hands were cuffed together in her lap, and her ankles were cuffed together as well. When Nyx could finally clear the cobwebs from her mind, she realized she was on a bus. Nyx looked to her left and saw that she was sitting next to a stranger, and not Nate. She lifted her head higher, figuring the throb. I'm gonna roll back on that.
Okay.
Instead of saying ignoring, I almost said fingering.
Jesus.
Now you know why.
I'm okay.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
I'm not.
Anyway, she lifted her head higher, ignoring the throbbing behind her eyes. She was searching for him, but it seemed like this bus was entirely filled with women. All right, ladies, listen up! A loud voice boomed from the front of the bus. All the passengers' heads moved towards the loud and large woman, now shouting at them. She was holding a rifle comfortably in front of her. You are all here because you are all freaks! And you have been removed from society to not ruin it. The woman walked slowly down the aisle as she spoke. The girl who was sitting next to Nyx raised her head to look at the woman. When the girl locked eyes with the guard, she slammed the butt of her rifle into the side of the girl's head. A few soft gasps sounded from the rest of the passengers as Nyx stared at her own knees, eyes wide in fear as the girl's blood sprayed onto her legs. The silence that filled the bus after that was deafening, almost as if no one could dare breathe. The bus took a left turn and drove down a long dirt road that cut through thick woods. The bus slowed to a stop next to a booth outside of a huge stone wall. Nix could hear the bus driver talking to the heavy-set man in the booth, but she couldn't quite make out what they were saying. If only Nate were here. He could easily listen in to the conversation. The bus then lurched forward and drove slowly through the gate. Nix peered out the window, and her heart sank. This was a prison. There was no way of sugarcoating it. The tall brick walls topped with multiple layers of razor wire. At each corner of the huge courtyard, there were large towers. Nix could easily see the snipers patrolling the towers. Nix's attention jolted when the bus suddenly stopped. "All right, ladies. Welcome to your new home," the armed guard shouted as she stood in the bus's front again. "All of you are going to stand up, nice and calm. You're going to exit this bus in a single file line and proceed to the blue building to be sorted. Keep your mouth shut if you're not in an emergency, and we'll get along just fine," the guard said before stepping off the bus. After a few seconds of people struggling to get off the bus, Nix finally took her first few steps in the dirt of her new home. She looked around while following the line of newcomers. She quickly realized that this prison was not co-ed. The other women peppering the yard were watching the newbies with unyielding eyes. A few of them were idly chatting with each other, not even worried about the newcomers. After a few minutes of waiting in a large room that looked to be a repurposed mess hall, Nix was called into a separate room, alone. She quietly thanked the guard before tensing, waiting to be assaulted by the first girl on the bus.
Sean, you got this one.
I'm sorry, I've just lost the spot. You can relax. Not all the guards are that cruel.
The young male guard whispered to Nix. She smiled in relief before entering the room. It was a carbon copy of a traditional interrogation room. There were two more armed guards in the corners behind a man sitting at the table in front of her.
Vito, you want to be the interviewer?
Okay.
Hold on. Holding on.
Ah, you must be Nix.
Vander?
The man said in an even tone as Nix was sitting down. She was taken aback by the man calling her by her name. When he saw Nix was afraid to speak, he spoke again.
Oh, I know what to do. You can relax. You can speak freely here. My name is Dale. If you don't act with hostility, then you're perfectly safe. I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer truthfully. Question 1. What is your full name?
Dale asked as he raised his clipboard to write her answers on.
Nix Valentino.
She spoke softly. It didn't matter if this stranger said she was safe. She had never felt more in danger. Dale jotted down her answer while making a soft affirmative hum.
Huh? Okay. Question 2. How old are you?
Dale asked after he finished writing.
19.
She answered. Dale jotted that down too.
Okay. And what is your ability?
Dale looked up from his clipboard and locked eyes with Nix. She gulped before answering.
Telekinesis.
She whispered, though letting her eyes leave the scientist's gaze, even though she wasn't exactly sure if that's really what it was. Dale hummed in an even tone as he wrote her answer.
Mama, are you drifting away? Are you being snatched away by Faye? What's happening?
No, I'm sometimes sit in like different spots,
Oh,
like
okay.
different positions on the
I feel that.
chair. Sorry.
I feel that.
The chair I'm sitting on is not a very comfortable chair, but I live with it regardless.
Also,
Mhm.
also based mood. Anyway,
All right now. The police officers who were the first to pursue you stated that the body of a young man was at the scene you were fleeing from.
Nix's heart was racing before he even asked the question.
Did you kill him?
Dale stared at her and waited for her answer. Before Nix could control herself, the words began pouring out.
it was an accident, I swear. I didn't mean to. I don't even know what happened.
Hey, now. Shh. Calm down. I believe you.
He raised his hand slightly to calm her. He then lowered it to write more on his clipboard. Nix focused on her breathing to calm herself before the next question.
Last question. How much control do you have over your powers?
He asked calmly. Nix thought for a moment.
Well, I could practice a bit before I was arrested. I wouldn't say I have a firm grasp of it, though.
She answered quietly while looking down at her knees. Dale nodded and set down his clipboard.
All right, Nix. I think I've got you sorted here. You are A class.
Dale looked to the guard to his left and nodded. The guard pulled a white jumpsuit out of a box and threw it to Nix. She caught it in her arms while Dale spoke again.
This gentleman here will take you to your living quarters so you can change and get some sleep.
Dale said as he looked back down at his clipboard, clearly done with the interview with Nix. The kind guard from before led her down out of the blue building and back outside. Her wrists were feeling uncomfortable from the heavy cuffs that were still coiled around them. She rubbed them to ease the pain.
This one's you again, Sean.
Sorry, just reading ahead to get tone. Here, typically we aren't supposed to remove these until you get to your room, but you look like you wouldn't hurt a fly.
The guard sounded gentle and kind, a warm welcome from a harsh and loud woman that gave her the first impression of her new life. When the man released Nix of her cuffs, she breathed a sigh of relief and massaged her wrists. She thanked the guard gratefully, and she felt the disturbing feeling of being watched. She looked around as the guard led her across the yard. That's when she saw the source of the gaze. A woman leaning against the red brick wall in the shade. Half of her face was shaved, and the other half was a waterfall of crimson red hair. She was short and slightly curvy, but gave off an intimidating aura. Nix squinted her eyes slightly. She stared back before she saw the embroidery of her jumpsuit. 245S. Nix lost sight of the woman when she entered a different building. It was an old building for sure. It had hardwood floors and stone walls that were peppered with carved stonework to give it a regal feel. The guard led Nix down the main staircase before a second female voice called out to them.
Maddie!
The voice chirped, causing Nix and the guard to look towards the voice. A girl skipped forward, her snow-white hair bouncing as she did so. Nix squinted and noticed that her eyes were faded baby blue. She had a peachy complexion with freckles dotting her face. Nyx also noticed that she had a small scar on the corner of her mouth. Her jumpsuit was labeled 423B in large letters.
Ooh, another newbie? Huh? Can I show her to her room so you can go and get some food?
She said quietly with her hand raised to block the noise from being overheard.
Jonathan?
Hey, Sean!
Narissa, you know I can't do that.
The guard responded in a slightly stern tone. Nerissa groaned in response, and she rolled her eyes.
Oh, come on, Maddie. I promise I'll be fast. Please.
She raised her interlocked hands in front of her in a begging fashion. Maddie pinched the bridge of his nose and sighed deeply.
I'm sorry.
Can you stop fucking dying, please?
No.
No!
Shit.
All right, good talk.
Can't wait for the next one.
Alright. Anyway. I believe in you, Sean.
I'm sorry, I was sending a message. I lost the spot again. I'm vibing and munching, and I just the brain. Ah, no wonder I can't see it. I was a little too far down. Fine, better be fast. Curfew will be in effect soon.
He said, as he handed Nerissa Nyx's papers before turning and walking down the hall.
Finally, the narc is gone. Okay, come on. I'll bring you to your room. I'm Narissa, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nerissa stuck her hand out for Nyx to shake it.
Nyx.
She responded as she shook the bubbly girl's hand. Nyx's eyes widened in surprise when she noticed Nerissa wasn't wearing a collar like most of the people here. Nerissa noticed the look on her face and leaned close.
If you play nice, they let you lose your collar during daylight hours. Come on, let's go find your room.
Nerissa practically dragged Nyx up the stairs. A small smile crept upon her face as she struggled a bit to keep up. She was being filled with a bit of hope that this girl could be a new friend to this horrible place. There was one person, however, that she would give anything to see right now. And then scene.
This one is gonna be the last chapter, maybe, depending.
It is currently three. Yep, it's currently 3 hours and 26 minutes according to stream.
Yeah, so I think this might be the last chapter that we read, which is great because men.
Men.
Sorry, had to burp real quick.
Sorry, I can only think of the SpongeBob. Now that we're men.
Now that we're men.
Men.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Hey! It's
Wait a minute,
so,
son.
So
There's no way that was that quick.
They haven't called in. We're still waiting.
Oh, okay.
By we, I mean me. So. You were supposed to do it by call. So, yeah.
Well, how convenient for you to come back at this time.
Super convenient, yeah.
I was gonna say, man, I was like, I've never participated in one, but I'm almost entirely certain it's not supposed to be that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Not with that attitude.
Right.
Let's fucking speed run that shit.
Lamau.
Momo.
Spook, I would love to do one.
Do you want / need a break from narration?
You make me so concerned, Momo. You're like the one person I'm like, nah, they'll just keep going and not take that break. In the morning, Kay, my voice is gone.
How many rounds do you want, Momo?
Huh?
Huh?
Who said that?
That's a good one.
Shut your flirty ass mouth and keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
No, okay.
It's okay.
I was
It's,
drinking water.
it's okay. He's just practicing for the campaign.
I don't. Yeah.
Anyway, Momo, do you want to
Vito,
break?
have fun.
What?
Have fun.
Momo,
Yeah.
do you want a break? Yes or
I
no?
will most likely need one.
I think she
Hold
needs
on, she
one.
can't respond. Yeah.
If
I can do
I
it.
take a break, I would like to do Danny, please.
That means two things.
I'd like to do Danny too.
Duh. Bless up.
Yeah, you know, it would. Anyway, I can actually do narration because pretty much all of the lines in this chapter are guys. So,
Yeah.
because we're switching over to we're switching over to the male block now. So it will pretty much exclusively be dudes. So I can actually do narration. Teehee.
Exclusively.
Exclusively.
I can already tell who Vito wants to fill in for, so we don't have to worry. So we don't have to worry about Reese.
I can
Obviously,
do miscellaneous guard noises.
you can, yes, or you can also fill in for Drake when he shows up. And then I guess Momo has called Danny, so yippee. T fucking he. Alright.
Fucking hee haw.
Chapter 8. Just like school. Nate's eyes drifted open, and the dull gray ceiling of his new room greeted him. He took a deep breath before leaning up in bed with a low groan. He rubbed the back of his neck where the shock collar had irritated his skin. He may have mouthed off to a guard during his interview and paid the price for it. With another deep sigh, he got off his bed and walked into the bathroom. He looked into the mirror and saw what a frizzy mess his hair was. He also noticed the dark circles under his eyes. Those same exhausted eyes traveled down to the embroidered label on his jumpsuit. 695S. Nate didn't understand why he was put in the highest class. He couldn't even control people for that long. A few seconds if he was lucky. And only if they locked eyes.
No, you shouldn't be thinking about that right now.
Nate thought to himself. As of this moment, his only concern was Nyx.
She must be so scared.
He had to get in
Fuck
contact
this.
with
I'll get in
her.
the background. Whatever.
Come on.
He knew that would be hard with all these guards breathing down his neck.
Attention, breakfast is now being served in the mess hall.
Dude, fuck yeah, waffles.
Do you like waffles?
Yeah, I like waffles.
The loud and piercing PA system shouted into his room. Nate's stomach rumbled. He guessed it was time to find out what kind of food this place offers. He walked out of his room and looked both ways down the hallway, feeling a pit form in his gut. He saw other guys walking down the hall, more or less in the same direction, and a variety of ages. Sorry. He noticed a few guys weren't wearing collars, but every single guy with an S printed on their suits was wearing one. Nate feared this collar would be on him forever. He took a deep breath before following the flow of traffic down to the mess hall. When he entered the large room, he saw other prisoners sitting down in their own little groups at different tables.
Just like high school.
Nate whispered to himself.
Did the thing. Roll credits. Oh, tell me about it.
He heard a voice from his right. Nate turned to see a guy with short, dark dreads and equally dark skin. Nate flinched slightly when he saw his golden amber eyes looking back at him. The guy was also grinning brightly at him, and Nate noticed that his canine teeth were way too sharp to be normal. The guy chuckled as Nate apologized for staring.
Hey, man. Don't worry about it. I get it. I look different. That's why I'm here, right?
The guy said before he thrust out his hand.
Name's Reese. I can tell you're one of the newbies. Come on, you can eat with us. What's your name?
Reese sounded very casual, which made Nate feel immediately comfortable. He did not want to fight someone.
Ain't.
He smiled back as he followed Reese over to a table in the back corner of the cafeteria. He saw 2 other guys sitting there already.
What's up, fuckers? This is Nate. He's one of the newbies.
Accurate representation of a guy greeting his friends.
Mm-hmm.
Reese said as he playfully slung his arm over Nate's shoulders and slapped his chest twice with his free hand.
That's class 2, so that should be fun.
Reese winked at Nate before he sat down at the table. Nate took the seat next to him and across from the 2 guys he had yet to meet. The guy directly across from him was... I agree. Man. The guy directly across from him was tall. He could tell even though he was sitting down. He had dark brown hair that ended slightly above his ears. Nate squinted his eyes slightly, looking at the man's eyes. They were hazel-colored, but his pupils were like slits, like a reptile. This is you, Sean.
Is there a reason that you're staring at me?
The guy asked, more like a statement than a question.
Sorry, it's just...
Nate trailed off, not trying to make this guy angry. Considering he wasn't wearing a collar, this guy could probably use his ability.
Don't let this big guy intimidate you. He's just messing with you because you're new.
Reese held up his hand to block the noise, even though he wasn't speaking quietly.
Oh, my bad.
You're fine.
Yo, this is Drake the Snake.
Drake the Snake, baby! Drake let out a small, irritated hiss at the remark before turning his attention back to his food.
And that's Danny, the boy genius.
Reese finger-gunned and winked towards the guy next to Drake. He was unsurprisingly shorter than Drake, and had white hair that hung in his face a bit. Nate could see pale gray eyes behind a pair of wire-rimmed glasses.
Say
genius.
Yeah, Momo called Danny, remember? Danny said quietly before putting a spoonful of chili in his mouth.
Oh, stop it, you modest fuck.
Reese said with a smile before he turned to Nate quickly.
So, you go anyway.
No, this is great.
Literally, Reese is the comedic relief. Literally. Like...
Literally.
Reese asked with enthusiasm. Danny and Drake both looked up from their meals with intrigue. Nate gulped.
Telepathy, and I can control people only for a few seconds when I lock eyes with them. I haven't been able to make it last longer than that.
Nate spoke quietly, still not exactly sure if he can trust these guys.
Whoa, that's cool. So you listen in on people and control them?
Nate looked surprised when that energetic comment came from Danny, who seemed so quiet before. Danny cleared his throat and looked down, almost like he was embarrassed by blurting that out. Drake chuckled as he looked over at Danny. Drake.
Didn't go through.
Oh, it's sorry. I thought that was Danny, not Drake. My bad. He's right though. That is pretty cool.
He's right though.
Really?
He said as he looked back down at his food. Nate laughed once.
Well, what can you guys do?
Nate asked while looking between the three of them.
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
No, by all means, keep going. Don't let me stop you.
I am the Catman. I have insane speed, agility, night vision, and crazy reflexes. If I get pissed enough, I can grow claws and fangs. I can't really control myself when I get like that, so hence the collar.
Reese said as he jerked his thumb to his collar. Nate finally thought to look at his prison number. 584A. Nate stared at Reese in shock for a moment. That was way cooler than him. And Reese was only A class? Drakey Poo!
Yep. My ability is similar, except I have traits of a venomous snake. I can spit poison, and I seem to be immune to most of them. I can also harden my skin to be a bit more scaly, so I can have some armor against blades. Oh, and I can do this.
Drake paused and opened his mouth. Nate watched as long and thin fangs slowly stretched from behind his top and bottom rows of teeth. Nate leaned back a bit before Drake sucked his teeth back in.
Don't worry, I don't care if we use our abilities. It's only when we try to kill each other that they do something.
Drake waved his hand passively, and Nate noticed his prison number, 598A.
Aha. Okay, and what about you?
Nate gestured to Danny next.
Right. Well, I'm the world's first human supercomputer.
Danny stated triumphantly. Nate chuckled.
So, you're a savant?
He asked. Danny mirrored his chuckle while pushing up his glasses.
Ha ha ha. No. I mean, I can touch the world's most complicated electronic lock and tell you the combination in a few seconds. I can run through thousands upon millions of codes and combinations in moments.
Danny leaned back in his chair with confidence. Nate could see his jumpsuit now, 589A. He was only one rank beneath him, like the others.
So, what exactly do these class rankings mean?
Nate asked, hoping to finally get some answers. Danny leaned forward.
Well, the higher the class, the more dangerous you are. I'd have to say that you were put in S because you have the power to read minds and control people. That makes you extremely dangerous to people trying to keep you captive.
Danny said as he held his hand up to his chin, deep in thought. Nate tuned out after that. Looking out the window to his right, he noticed it had rained outside. He stared at the red brick wall outside, knowing that Nyx was somewhere on the other side of it. He wondered what class she had been sorted into. Considering what she did to the roadblock, he assumed it was A, maybe even S, like him.
Hey, Nate.
The fuck? Reese yelled, breaking Nate out of his thoughts, and he jolted his attention back to the table.
Huh? Sorry.
Nate responded quietly, with a little embarrassment.
So you know the deal with this place, right?
Reese asked him as he looked at Nate from the corner of his eye.
It's a prison where they lock up people because they got powers?
Nate responded with a slight irritation in his voice.
Right, totally, but there's more to it than that. It's basically a hotel where the occupants can never leave. If you're here for a while, they can all relax and let you hang around without a collar, unless you're S class or have special circumstances like me. Oh,
Reese said as he shoveled more chili into his mouth. Nate was quiet for a moment before something Reese said clicked in his mind.
Wait. What do you mean, if you're here for a while?
Uh-oh. Nate asked
Yeah,
with a
used to be-
slightly worried look in his eyes.
There used to be a Mexican guy here, but they got him.
Oh!
What the hell?
The three guys exchanged a look before Danny spoke.
Well, this place isn't run by the government. It's run and funded by the world's wealthiest people. And they make us fight each other once or twice a month for their sick entertainment. Usually the host calls it before things go too far, but sometimes people don't make it.
Danny shuffled in his seat slightly, clearly uncomfortable.
What? That's insane. They make the girls do this too?
Nate asked with a horrified look on his face.
Oh, oh God, especially the girl.
Is he
Apparently-
actually eating?
No.
It was so convincing. I thought you were actually eating. Like,
So man, he's
Aren't
eating
we?
something good.
There's people who love watching empowered girls fight. As much as drippers love it when they're fighting in a bar over a dumb guy with a goatee.
Reese said openly before he looked over at Nate, seeing the panicked look on his face.
Oh, dude, come on, you'll get used to it. Give you weapons to use if you don't have combat-specific powers.
Reese added as he placed a hand on his shoulder.
People just like the girl boss.
No, I'm not worried about me. I know a girl on the other side of that wall, and I'm worried about her. She was never really the fighting type.
Nate spoke quietly as his eyes flicked out the window to the red brick wall again.
Well, what does she look like? If we go against her, I promise to go easy on her, right, boys?
Reese looked over at the other two while nodding. They both nodded back.
Okay. Well, her name is Nix Valentino. She has long black hair, kind of pale. She's a few inches shorter than me.
Nate smiled as he pictured her in his head.
And she has these enchanting blue eyes.
So you're in love with her, right?
We love Danny. Danny said bluntly as he tilted his head a bit. Nate coughed a few times after choking on water.
What? The hell makes you? The hell makes you say that?
He practically shouted as Reese laughed loudly.
Oh, come on, Nate. No one describes a girl's eyes as enchanting without having a thing for her.
God, everyone needs a Drake in their lives. Be so for real, Nathan. Come on. Drake smirked while talking to Nate.
But get to the good stuff already. What's her ability?
Drake finished as he leaned forward. Nate sighed deeply, clearly needing to sort some stuff out in his head.
Well, we never really had the chance to figure it out. But we're pretty sure it's telekinesis.
He replied quietly. There was a collective whoa from everyone else at the table.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Did? Reese spat out in amazement.
You said you know her, right? Was it from before you guys were caught?
Yeah, we went to school together and have been best friends for a long time. And I knew about my ability way long before her, though. I was there when she discovered her gift, though.
Nate said before hearing himself. He actually called these abilities a gift, and honestly, it kind of felt good.
These assholes jumped us at our school, one thing led to another, and she kind of killed the guy with her gift.
Nate sounded apprehensive.
Oh, still fit in fine here.
Reese joked to lighten the mood.
People with power are usually pretty respected here.
Or feared.
Danny chimed in quietly, causing Nate to look over at him. Later that day, Nate finally made it back to his room to be alone so he could think. He flopped down onto his bed and stared at the ceiling with a blank stare. Danny's words forced his way into his mind, where they played on a loop.
So you're in love with her, right? So you're in love with her, right? So you're in love with her, right? So you're in love with...
Nate quickly brought his hands up to his face and placed his palms over his eyes to silence Danny's mocking words. He took a deep breath before groaning in mental exhaustion.
Yeah, man.
And scene!
I feel that so much.
I feel that so much, dude.
Brother.
Oh, brother. Oh
You're
my
in
god.
love with her, brother.
Your Honor, Your Honor, this man's in love.
Totally, 100% in love.
Your Honor, beach episode when? I'm kidding.
Please! Please, I want them to be happy!
Happy in this story?
With Frizz? No way.
No way. Aww.
Aww. Anyway.
Cruising on down Main Street.
That is a good spot to stop for this cluster. Oh boy. Yep.
So, Sean, how are you feeling so far?
Look, all I'm gonna say is the only thing Narissa is an S-class skank.
You're so real for that.
Narissa?
Hell yeah.
You're so real.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sean's over here like
No.
like B class. I highly doubt it, but you know, pop off. Like...
Yeah, skank class is more like it. I see you, bitch. I don't want to hear it. You have a little in the Howard prison full of people where they're segregated. You have your own little hoity-toity posse of a girl who fawns over you and is beaming over you. Yeah, no, I ain't having it.
I ain't having that shit.
I'll sooner take Zachariah out to dinner, thank you.
Damn! Bold. All right, pop off. You know what? Yeah, all right.
Right, I need to...
Say
Hold on, hold on.
I shan't have you for dinner.
Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Right, I
If
need
you're gonna speak to me like that, you can. Goddamn.
What a thing, my God. How could you forget?
You go speak to me with that bass in your voice. You can have whatever you want.
We can
Jeez.
just skip straight to the dessert, mi hermosa.
Holy shit! Whoa, Nathan, you need to calm down, brother.
Me over here just minding my own business, I swear.
I'm over here kicking my feet.
Yeah, I just saw what you sent me.
You just what you think, my dude?
I'm over here fucking kicking my feet.
Oh, you don't think my feet are kicking?
Yo.
You're so funny.
Also, I see what you sent me, Danny.
I see it too. I see it too.
Ugh.
I'm just a little gal, okay? Just a little gal over here.
I'm not talking about
Gal.
the little gal. You know damn well what I'm talking about. You bitch. Damn, y'all reading a book?
Smile.
What is it like to read? Streaky, you're one of my voice actors.
Hi, Streaky.
Oh shit, what up, Streaky? You
Also, hi, Streaky.
welcome into the end of the stream.
Yeah, welcome to the end of the stream.
Yeah. They left me to my devices. I went to Pinterest and found a whole bunch of shit to send to them.
Oh, don't worry, because after I cut stream, I have questions for the party.
Oh boy.
Oh!
You mean the order?
I got food.
And then there's gonna be Spook like.
I was about to say.
Make
I
it quick.
see your stream, Streaky. I have it pulled up on my other. I'm like, what are you doing?
Streaky, you're streaming?
He's streaming right now.
Go.
He's
What
been
the
streaming.
fuck? Go to your own chat. What are you doing? This is the
Stay
second
fuck away
time.
from me, bro.
This is the
What are you
second
doing?
time you've done this. Go focus on your own goddamn stream.
Man, this is hilarious.
Streaky, knowing this, the GTA respect sound just played in my head for you.
Cause chaos in both women.
I can cause chaos in both, woman. Hey, I'm watching both streams.
Sonny, you're the same as me. That's all.
I'm going.
It's maniacal giggling that's killing me.
I'm going to shid.
I'm working in both. This is beautiful. This is so much fun. I love this part.
Double
Oh,
dip my
God, Jay,
streams. Huh? What? What?
Hello? Double dip? Hello?
What about double dip?
Yeah.
Spook, you said my name? What's up?
Yeah, I'm sitting here right now.
Uh-oh. Thanks, asshole. Oh, God. What is this?
Don't you dare! I heard what you said. I heard what you said, Streaky. Don't you dare.
Wait a
Don't you
second.
dare.
Wait a goddamn second. Are these the actual VAs, Spook?
Yep.
Oh my! I'm gonna
Huh?
shit my pants.
Huh?
He just sent me a
What?
video of the actual Jujutsu Kaisen VAs for Sukuna, for Gojo, for Geto, and for Yuta playing Repo.
Nice.
Can you send me that too?
Side chat.
I want to
Side chat,
watch
side chat,
it.
side
Side chat.
Momo
Thank
can't.
you.
Momo cannot see side chat, so you'll have to send it to her directly.
I got it.
Oh
Thank
Lord,
you.
Don't you
almighty.
dare,
Alright.
Streaky. I hear you're planning. Don't you dare.
Alright. I'm going to cut stream here. And
Oh,
I'm going
fuck.
to immediately. Okay, you know what?
Double dip, bitch. Okay, bye.
Focus on your goddamn.
What timing?
I'm going to shid.
She's been planning that.
Speaking
Anyway.
of timing, I must have went.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
end
must
stream.
wait.
I'm going to cut stream
Speaking of
here.
timing,
Yeah, big-
hold on.
Bye. What? Huh?
Hold on. Just saying one thing already. I'm just gonna say this now. We did it. We made it through much quicker.
And for the next
job.
chunk, we're gonna be hopping right into chapter 9, baby.
I'm so
Yes, sir. Bless up.
Bless up.
Basically halfway with the book.
Oh yeah, we're pretty much holy shit. We are wow, pretty much. Oh, okay, shit. Well, all right, pop on. You know.
Hey,
Yep,
you
it
know,
was
we
easy.
got
Pretty much close
focus.
to being halfway.
She,
Yeah.
in real time, realizes just how short the first book was.
Right?
Listen, man, I knew it was short, but like I kind of forgot exactly how short. Cause I was like, this is just like an introductory to like the series, so like it doesn't have to be that long. Like, you know?
This is just as short as comparing 4-9 to 5-0.
All right. Anyways, I go away. Bye bye.
Later, man.
Bye.
Who the fuck was that?
Annoyed.
No idea.
I think his
I
name
think he
was
voice
like,
acts are really big.
yeah, I think he voice acts or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be a little silly and I'm gonna raid Streaky. Nobody tell him.
No, we're not telling anything. I think he can hear us though.
I'll kill him.
I'd have to know the guy to talk to him, so it's fine.
Wow.
Him hopping in like that?
All right, chat. I'm gonna try to
Where's
upload
Jelly?
this. I'm gonna try to replace the first VOD with this one as soon as possible. But I will see you all next time. Teehee. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, cool.